Hello everybody! Because I didn't point this out last time, I just want to take a sec before we start this one-shot to let you all know that this is a 360-degree video. If you're watching this on mobile YouTube, you are going to be able to tilt your phone around to see all the different angles of this table. If you're watching it on web YouTube, you can just click and drag on the screen. If you're watching on console YouTube, God help you, I don't know how it works on console YouTube. But yeah, if you're wondering why you're just staring at one person the entire time, that is why. Anyway, this is just a one-shot that we did a couple weeks ago, and I just wanted to upload it here for fun. I hope you all enjoy. Okay, so we're ready.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
What alignment are you guys?
Oh yeah, what alignment are
neutral.
you? Chaotic neutral?
I didn't even think about it.
What?
That's fair.
I did have a name. That was the first thing I chose.
Oh, good job!
You want me?
Oh, that's the last thing I'll choose.
Hello, welcome to a one-shot.
Yay!
Hello!
Oh, let's find out. You boy cat?
Yes.
Would I have known this?
Hopefully.
I mean, his voice
how
is
dumb are you?
telepathically speaking into your brain, so...
Well,
Though I suppose if it's telepathy,
Some
could you just
people-
make it any voice you wanted?
I have no idea.
Like, that's a good question. Like, do you need to roll deception if you, like, physically can just broadcast exactly
Mentally?
what you think?
I'm
Yeah.
not doing it physically.
A USB comes out of your tail and you stick it in someone's ear and you download the thoughts.
I'm not a fucking mind flare cat.
No, you're not. Oh God, is that
Next character.
is that what the is that what the Navi are in Avatar? Are they all just mind flayers?
It's a weird ways on mind flares.
Oh,
That's something I learned recently. Not about that, but about mind flares. Is that they can like infect a whole bunch of other different kind of organisms and make them weird tentacle horrors.
how do you like the name Dren?
Sure.
It's an orc name.
So do you lean more? So characters, half-orc fighter.
D-R-E-N.
Yeah, D-R-E.
I'm guessing you lean more on your orc side than your human side, then.
Yes. But I'm still good. I'm just a little,
Rough around
You're still-
the edges.
yeah, rash.
As a true cat, I am chaotic neutral.
Were, like your parents both half-orcs, or was one like orc and one human?
One is probably, they're both half orcs.
Okay,
Let's just say that.
so you can still like you got good half-orc culture going on.
Yeah. It's more half-orc
'Cause it
culture
probably would
than
be-
human or orc culture.
It would probably be a lot more awkward if like one of your parents was an orc, because those tends to be, strictly speaking, evil.
Yeah.
And so
Let's see. Funny
I
enough.
think that'd be chaotic good.
chaotic good. All
I
right,
feel like mice are usually
I'm
intending the
I'm
best.
enjoying the spread of chaotic here. What's your
Oh,
big-
chaotic good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
For a chaotic party, this will go well for what I have planned.
I hope it will.
Or horribly.
We'll
But
find out.
we'll figure it out.
I'll just randomize Allie a character. If she dies, I'm going to dealt the sheep.
Yeah.
And you'll
Death
be
is a
upset about
real.
the sheep
I'm going to
'cause
try
it's
and make
not
sure
going
none of
away.
you
I'll
die
be upset.
immediately.
If Allie dies, then she needs to be like a dog person.
No,
Yes.
Allie's just a kangaroo. She dies.
Yes.
Okay.
An air cobra. Either way. That's. I literally.
Why? Don't be like, no, because then because then there's a cat and then a mouse and a bird.
That's what I was
bad.
talking about. We just need Spencer to come in as a bird.
So that you don't eat us all. But I'm pretty
Just have all
sure.
three.
You're bigger
I'm
than
bigger
me,
than
so
you.
I wouldn't try and eat you.
I'd be a big hunt.
Yeah, if Spencer does want to join in, we could just toss him a D&D Beyond thing and he can just click randomize.
Yeah, it's already 8 o'clock.
He'll play
I'm so
Simba.
sorry.
No, it's
He
fine.
can just grab Simba's
Simba's
character,
just here.
and that's just who he is.
Oh.
Just this metal cat comes up.
Wow.
I was thinking like metal.
It's Simba after you went through puberty. He's in his rebellious phase where he listens to metal.
It's Simba after Roland dies.
After, oh no.
That's so sad.
And Simba, no, 'cause you said you
honestly-
didn't
It's
want to.
gonna happen.
Honestly, I imagine that when Roland dies, Simba will just stop working.
No, because you know how we were
So
saying.
he can go be with his master.
It'll be all of Futurama where
No.
Simba will just be there until he's not.
You know how we were saying, like, oh, Twyla will take Roland's cloak because his mind's gonna be in the
you
cloak,
guys
and
were
then you were,
saying that.
yeah, and you were like, no, I wouldn't. Simba would take Roland's cloak, and then Simba could be with Roland
Well,
forever.
I was actually talking to Spencer about that yesterday, and I was like, I think Twyla would take it for a little bit, but not.
Forever.
She'd end up handing it off to somebody that would be trying to find knowledge like Roland does. Because that's not Twyla's goal.
You gotta find it. You have to find an appropriate successor.
Yeah.
That's
And-
literally
and
the
I think
origin
that
story
would be-
for like.
That'd be something that would be really, really hard to kind of like.
That's
let go
totally
of,
an
you know?
origin story of just like
Yeah,
your level
your
1
feature
character.
campaign, that's one of our characters'
His origin stories is like they meet some elf
really
who's like
hot elf chick
yeah,
and gave
who's
him a cloak.
a really yeah.
That'd be awesome.
She's just like she saw the spark of the spark of intellect in
in
me.
the campaign where Twyla's child is in that party. Yeah.
And I'm just gonna turn out the cloak's one of the Deathly Hollows.
I swear I want to DM this game. Only because I don't want anybody else to be able to DM.
Anyway, character introductions.
Oh yeah, let's do this. Is this thing on?
Yeah, it is on. It has been on.
Oh.
We've just been talking about a campaign that literally nobody I'm going to post this for has any context for.
Sorry.
They're going to think we're literally talking about Disney Simba showing up.
My name is Yavelda. I am a half-orc fighter. Protect you guys. I've literally realized I haven't worked on the personality traits at all this whole time.
Me neither.
Because it takes me about like 3 or so hours to make a character, so I was bound to forget something.
Just roll on the random chart.
I literally am right now.
Okay.
My
She's-
name.
What do you look like?
Oh yeah. You
Oh,
go.
God. You think I haven't picked a personality? You think I know what I look like?
Alright.
She looks like
There's
half-orc.
Let me
There's
find
this
a
half-orc
picture and
silhouette.
I'll show you.
I already tried to look up Field Mice in
She's
clothes. It
basically
didn't work.
it's like Miss Bellum, how like no matter what angle you look at her from, you can't actually
You can't see her
her
face.
Yeah.
Because we're too short.
Pretty much. You guys know me by my bottom half. Like a lost kid at Disneyland. You look for that.
You end up holding random people's hands and going, Mom?
I've absolutely done when I was a kid. I absolutely did that when I was in the grocery store. Like I'd run up, like I think I see my grandma, I hold her hand, and then I realize this is not my
This is
grandma.
your grandma? Somebody, a kid came up to Cody and held his hand, which is hilarious
Aw.
because he is not the biggest fan of children. Which is also hilarious because I am. But
you guys
it
balance
was,
each other out.
So cute.
Okay. I only am seeing literally one picture here, so I'll take it. She looks nice. Yeah, I've got like a ton of armor on, usually most of the time. I've got long brown hair. I've got kind of grayish skin, 2 little tusks poking out always. I've got this rather long sword. It's a long sword. And a very golden shield, which does not match at all with my silver ash armor. But I don't care about that. Yeah, but I have a single satchel that's kind of apparently underneath my armor, so someone can't just steal it. It's a bag of holding.
You attach it to the back of your shield.
So it's just, you can't, no one can take it. But yeah, I'm really tall. I'm just gonna stand by that. I'm like over 6 feet tall.
Alright, and then she's hanging out with her 2 pets.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a pet. My name is Catnip, and I'm a mouse folk.
Catnip evergreen.
Oh
No.
no. Okay.
And I'm also a ranger, and I look like a field mouse in a skirt with like a little flower crown. Except I also wear armor, so I don't know. Figure it out.
I don't know. Figure it out.
What color
I'm
is
a
it?
A leather skirt?
Brown?
Brown and brown?
Yeah, like field mouse.
It's been a while since I've seen a field mouse.
Do you want to look at one?
Sure.
Okay. I have a computer right in front of me. I don't need my phone. You know, the kind that Peter Rabbit like bops on the head or whatever that song is.
Peter Rabbit's a monster.
Like this.
Okay.
I look like this, except giant, which is terrifying.
Except humanoid.
That's adorable.
Except humanoid-ish.
Yeah.
Do you have a white belly then?
Yeah.
White fur belly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except my leather is covering it, so you don't know.
Okay.
And, yeah, that's pretty much all about me, I think. Said I'm a ranger and a mouse.
And then our most.
Oh, chaotic good. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's so tiny. Quite adorable.
That's adorable. Can you message me that?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if there's better ones.
Oh, and I also have a bag of holding, but it's just out in the willy-nilly. Because there's just a fuck ton of bolts in there.
Isn't there like a smaller bag of holding for just bolts? I feel like there's like a quiver of holding or something. I think the haversack has pockets specifically for ammunition.
The haversack.
There's a
you
quiver
know,
that can hold a bunch of ammo.
Mm.
Yeah, it's the quiver of Ilona.
Yeah.
I'll reuse it.
And our last party member,
Hi.
I agreed to
That's
this.
not my voice. Yes, I'm Dren. I am a cat with wings. Imagine a house cat, and then put wings on it.
He's a tressum.
I'm a tressum. My fur is all black except for my ears and my tail, where it starts out black and gradients into a dark red.
And just to be totally clear, we're not saying cat person like a tabaxi.
No, I'm
literally
a stray
just
cat
literally just a cat
with wings.
with wings.
Yes. And psychic powers. I'm just going full ham on this cat.
Yes. And he has like because
Um,
tressums are smart. This one's slightly smarter than the average tressum,
I spend
and
most
has
of my
gained
days.
mystical powers.
I spend most of my days curled up.
In sunbeams.
No, on top of her head
Fair.
while we're traveling.
There.
Also, my tail isn't like the big floofy tail, but more like one of
A
the
little slender.
more like couch.
Yeah, you aren't a Maine Coon. You're something. Cool. Cool. So we got our party.
Yeah, kitty cat.
We're starting out in the city of Everland, which is here.
Yay.
I don't know if that camera can actually pick that up.
Probably not.
Yeah.
You successfully saved
Party
Crowan from one of his cats.
from one of his cats. Yeah. Crowan, Master of the Tower, has a huge cat problem, and one of them left to adventure, which is great. He's still waiting for the day in which he can find the Scroll of Sequester. But until that day comes...
Maybe some intrepid heroes will bring him one.
Perhaps. But until that day comes, he's been, like, adopting them to various adventurers. And what was your character's name again?
Evolda.
Yvolda. Took one. And it is now an adventurer. It has attained psychic powers. It is now an adventurer.
Couldn't be more proud.
Recently, the party's back in Everland because they heard of a strange Fey incursion that happened recently where it appeared parts of the Feywild began to bleed into Faerun. And some adventurers already took care of that. You don't know exactly what was going on. Some weird cosmic shit, whatever. The people were like level 16. But what is left behind is that there's still a bunch of remnants of the Feywild in those in the forest, in the Silverwood. And it is, attracting a bunch of adventurers and the Emerald Enclave. It's been a bit. Most of the really bad stuff's been cleared out, but there's still a lot of people going into the forest to see if they can find anything that might have been left over from this weird period where the Feywild and Faerun crossed over. And that's why you guys are in town, or in the forest if we want to just skip ahead to that, depending on what you guys want to be doing.
Also, I just want to point out that me and Allie have matching name stones.
Yeah, we do.
It's like when you get like your pet like a bow tie and you wear a bow
I
tie.
have to wear a matching sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got matching iron stones.
Yeah. These ones are magically imbued.
Yeah.
And when I'm bored on top of your head, I bat
Just
at
bad
it.
at it.
Or swing at it with my tail.
So what do your stones do again? I know they do a bunch of different things.
Ours give us +1 to AC.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty easy.
All right.
So we're in the forest and we're looking.
Yeah, you're looking for stuff. What are you guys up to? Like, you...
We're just sifting through the foliage.
just going around in bushes. Is there magic here? No magic.
Look
Is there
at the
magic
pile
here?
of leaves.
I don't know. Let's. We're in a forest. Let's see if any animals know about something nearby. That would be a good idea, right?
Actually, can you guys talk to
Do
animals?
you know about anything in here?
No, I've never been here before.
It was a good shot. Let's try a different one.
Okay.
I mean, I can telepathically. No, I think they need to understand the language.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they need to understand a language.
I look for animals.
Roll me a some kind of check. I want to say perception or investigation. You're specifically searching for animals.
Shit. Oh, hey, that's pretty good. 19?
19?
Yeah.
You notice a little fox, just kind of like lurking in some bushes.
I hide behind her and say, "There's a fox over there."
Oh, all right. Is that how you do a fox? I don't know.
I'll make the noises.
Okay.
You just lured over here.
Okay, I'm gonna crouch all the way down so I'm as not intimidating as possible.
I'm gonna be in between her legs.
And then I'm gonna pull out some rations.
Okay, roll animal handling for me.
Okay.
Can I give her
Alright.
help because I'm making the noises?
With advantage because you're being helped.
Okay. Perfect. That is a 24.
Oh,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The fox like perks up, and pokes his head out of the bushes, and
I just have it in my
slowly
hands.
walks over to you
I'm nodding.
and just starts munching on some of those
Can
rations.
anyone talk to animals?
I look at you and I'm like, can't you?
I love how this was let's talk to some animals. Wait.
I can certainly try. I might have a spell. They don't have a spell.
Somehow I feel like we did not plan.
I just assumed you did. If not, that's fine. No
I
need to
mean,
worry.
I know how to talk to mice. I'm gonna
I
just.
feel like you still would mouse folk are who you'd be able to talk to.
So I'm
Just
gonna,
people have to remind you that not all mice are.
I'm gonna start speaking halfling to this fox, and I'm gonna say, "Hey,
I put the rations on the floor and I stand up.
can you point us to any treasure?" And I'm gonna hold out the rations a little more.
Roll me animal handling.
12.
It just eats the rations, and otherwise it doesn't seem to understand what the hell you are saying.
Okay.
It's not attacking you, but
I'm gonna pat it on the nose.
it gives like a yip.
I say, "Be off."
I chuckle at that. I'm like, let's leave him to his little snack for the day.
Yeah, he just he's just munching on those rations, and he drags them back under the bushes with him.
So to be clear, what are our abilities here?
What are we looking for?
I can shoot things
Why are we
pretty
here?
good.
We're looking for remnants of the Feywild?
Yeah, because people are it's a combination of there have been monsters showing up, but also there are
Gave me a little fright when it started crawling up the side.
Can I?
it's so you're both
No one tell Taylor.
it is mostly treasure that you're looking for.
Why did you say that?
You
Sorry.
know that some creatures bled through, but you know that the Emerald Enclave, as far as you're aware, took care of most of the Fey creatures that bled through. It's still possibly dangerous here, but for the most part, it's also kind of a gold rush of people are ooh, there might be Fey artifacts that are here in the forest somewhere, and we want to get them.
Alright.
So,
Alright, can I do like a
Look for, like, prints
can I
of
do like a nature check to see if I can see any unusual plants?
Yeah.
That might
Go
be
ahead for it.
Remnants of the Feywild. 16.
16.
Oh, I see it.
Where is
It does feel.
Oh, I see it.
The section of the woods you're in does feel like a little ethereal. Like some of the leaves just seem more vibrant than they should. Some of the flowers seem like, maybe they're colored a bit differently, but it seems like it's been like that for a bit. It doesn't seem like you can't, if there's a source, you can't tell where it is. So you're like, yeah, there's some kind of magic that's still here in the forest presently that hasn't totally worn off, but you don't know any given source of it.
Well,
Seems like this place may have been affected.
Can I look for Fey footprints?
Go for it.
What can I roll?
That would be a survival, I believe, because it's tracking.
Shit, I'm rolling so bad. Where's my jail? That is a 10.
Yeah, you don't. You're like, oh my god. No, you didn't roll bad enough to do the whole mistake your own footprints is the stuff you're looking for gag. You just don't find anything specifically.
Let's see it.
Huh?
Those are all
Oh.
yours.
Well, hopefully they learned their lesson.
They were in there for a week. So
I know.
Theoretically.
Hopefully our penitentiary system is very good.
They were discovered and put back in jail earlier this week. So.
All right.
well, if that doesn't work, then let's just go ahead and walk deeper into the forest. If I know anything, the outskirts won't be where it's at.
Okay, yeah.
Go ahead and do that.
We
Didn't
walk behind her stealthily.
Stealth. Everybody roll stealth for me.
I cast pass. No, I don't.
Alright. Oh.
Cool.
I have.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a 10.
Oh shit! I did them on
10.
purpose.
How is the cat not stealthy?
I rolled a 3, that's how.
Oh wow, that is a very good stealth bonus you have.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just imagine that I'm on her head purring loudly.
16.
15. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
You got it.
10.
Yeah, that's what my nature was.
Spencer's on
Or
his way home.
survival. Okay. Time to
Um,
make a tank.
I pretty much did.
Tell him to make a character on his way home.
yeah.
Be ready with the concept.
So 10, 16,
Yeah,
15.
15.
I got a 15.
Luckily, it doesn't seem like there's anything like dangerous in this part of the forest. You feel like maybe you're not super being stealthy. But I mean, you feel like you're taking precautions enough. Nothing's gonna jump you.
We're not moving quickly, I'll say that.
Yeah, you're not moving quickly.
I
Yeah.
like my tail comes down and sort of wraps halfway around your face.
I literally ignore it because it's happened before.
Didn't you have
We got
a?
news days.
You look like you have a beard.
Didn't
My
you?
father had a beard.
Didn't you take a wand of?
Detect magic, yes. I was so tempted to take the belt of Dwarven, so I would just 50% chance get a beard.
I love that that's part of the magic item. It's like you get weird.
Yeah, 50% chance. Yeah, I was waiting until we were kind of more in the forest than just like, oh,
Yeah.
we're in the forest now.
Yeah, you guys are about a couple of hours walk
Okay.
into the forest at this point. And like I said, like things still seem like more vibrant than they usually are, but otherwise it's been pretty consistent. That as yeah, like you can do a nature check if you want to like learn more. I like to see if you could pinpoint anything
I will.
specifically again, but yeah, go for it.
6.
I don't know, man.
I'm not from around these parts.
What were you looking for?
Something that might pop out. Everything's just kind of...
They all pop out. Those are magenta leaves. Those are orange
I know.
leaves.
All the colors are kind of
Those
melding
ones are
together
like
at this
a lime
point.
green.
Turns out is your character just colorblind?
Maybe.
These leaf colors are not natural.
Okay, so I'm killing you first. Is what I'm hearing.
I have a cat accent. Come on.
Yeah, that's what it kind of talks.
God.
Like, okay.
Okay.
I will use my Wand of Magic Detection. I will use a charge.
How many charges does it have again?
3.
3, and then it just regains them at the end of
At dawn.
at dawn.
Yeah.
Okay. I forget. So is it just detect magic, like things glow, or
yeah.
is it like the Wand of Secrets or at points?
No, it actually... it's not secrets. It's as useless as Detect Magic.
Oh.
That's why I was kind of like... I would kind of want to be near something before I could do it. Let me see. I can tell you what Detect
I
Magic
just
does.
thought of... You know how Eric has that baton of conducting or whatever? Just make a cursed one where it does the same thing except all the music is fart noises.
Aww. So I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me, essentially, and it lasts for 10 minutes. You sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of magic, if any. And it can penetrate most barriers, so...
And so you can see the magic through physical barriers.
Yeah. Just needs to be within 30 feet.
That sounds good. So yeah, you're wandering about. You guys are spending like 10 minutes or so just
Aimlessly going around.
aimlessly going around, making sure that you're not like looping back because you're aware that you've got this 30-foot radius to find things. And eventually, you notice...
I will say I do have the Wanderer feat, where essentially I have a good sense of geographical terrain and the maps of areas.
Alright.
I don't know if that will affect anything, but... We're wandering through a forest, so I wanted to point it out.
No, yeah. So that combined with, like, you having cast that spell, you feel like you see a glimmer just off in the distance, and heading towards it, you come to a clearing with a pretty vibrant tree at the center, a pretty large one. And the roots of it are grown in such a way that there's like a little hollow underneath, and you see something glowing there.
Well, that's not suspicious.
Yeah. Alright. Well, who wants to go down and grab that?
I get up and I do the cat stretch on your head.
You know what? No offense, but actually, I realized that I'm probably the better fit for this.
You feel a hand that's not there pat your head as I hop down.
What did you like mage hand pat her?
Yeah, I have this ability called Mystic Hand, which is basically Mage Hand.
Okay.
I saunter. I do the cat strut on over to the hollow.
I'm gonna... What kind of magic is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I want to say it's conjuration. I believe. I could be wrong. But I want to say it's conjuration.
If it's teleporting in any way, it's conjuration. If it summons things, it's conjuration. If it's blowing up in any way, it's evocation.
I'm gonna say it's conjuration.
I get closer to the hall.
I let you know that
inside.
before you... Yeah.
Huh?
At this point, I'm taking a look around, kind of on... I'm being sentinel.
Perception then.
Okay. Making sure that this isn't just an obvious trap for us. Oh, that's really good. 25.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Okay.
Like, you feel like it does seem like it's been... Like, it's a small clearing, so you're not really sure, like... But you don't spot any tripwires or anything. You don't see any other magic with your Detect Magic. Like, it does look like this thing was just hidden away in this hollow under this tree.
Okay.
Alright, so as I get closer to the hollow, I'm going to take a look inside. Do I see what the object is?
Yes, there is a wooden box. It
How
is like
big?
a very, like yay big.
Very small.
It's very ornately carved, and it has words. What languages do all of you guys speak?
Common and orc.
I speak,
Probably common and elvish.
common and giant and halfling
Okay.
and mouse folk.
Oh, the mouse knows giant.
It's one of my favorite enemies
Giants, that's adorable.
That's so cute. Now, there's words inscribed on the box, and it's very ornately carved. You can't read them.
I'm going to use Mr. Can and try and grab the box.
The
So
mystic
not you
hand,
personally.
Not me personally.
the mystic hand reaches out and grabs the box.
Alright, nothing happens?
Nothing happens. You have the box.
Pull it out with the hand.
You pull the box out with the hand.
Alright.
Alright.
I'm gonna trot on over and carry it over to her.
I'm
Set,
gonna-
set it down on the ground in front of her.
And I'm gonna look at it and see if there are any traps on the box. I'm not a rogue, but I'm gonna check for traps.
That's investigation, right? Yeah. Make that roll. Go for it.
Natural 20
Yeah!
to make a 22.
As far as you can tell, no traps.
I unlatch it.
And you're pretty.
Open the box.
You unlatch it and you open the box, and inside is what appears to be a deck of cards, like about 20 cards.
Motherfucker.
I take the cards out.
Huh. That's not what I was expecting.
It's weird. You can't actually, while they're all together, you can't read what, like, you can't flip it over and see what it says on the bottom of it. It also, like,
Can I like
with
fan
with
them out?
with your perception, you can fan them out, but again, it has that weird. There's a when you
I was gonna say, is it not? It's not a. Usually, it's not a loose deck of cards. It's usually in a very tight-fitting box to where your only option.
is to pull them out one at a time.
Yeah.
Then yeah, okay, then you would
If
have
it's
to.
what I think it is.
You would have to physically. It might be what you think it is.
If I had to physically pull them out, it'd be all of them at once.
And when you
Oh god.
that's
That's not
that's
gonna
not
be
gonna be a good
Another
idea.
time,
I draw all of the cards.
I pull them all out of the box.
No, you. So when you
Drawing cards, that's getting ready to shuffle.
when you when you open the box and you see the cards and you place your hand on the cards, you feel this sense in you that you need to declare how much fortune you wish to obtain today.
Keepsies.
As in
What is
declare a number.
Like
You feel like the magic item's communicating with you a little bit there. You're aware that it'll do something.
fortune. It's telling me a number.
It wants you to tell it a number.
It wants me to tell it a number. Does a million count? I want really good fortune.
It would need to be.
Is there a range?
I don't know.
It would need to be below 20.
Below 20.
Well,
20 fortune.
Yeah, 19, I suppose, brings me before.
No, I mean, equal to or less than 20. Okay.
So 20 or less.
20 or less.
20 fortune.
That's fair.
Right?
Oh, no.
Because if you...
Can you suggest that you split it? Because I don't feel like one person should draw all of these.
Taylor, are you ready to roll a new character?
Oh,
'Cause you-
I didn't think that's what it meant.
No, it's basically asking you how many of the cards would you specifically like.
Oh.
Choose roll.
To draw right now?
We don't know what it is, so we shouldn't be
Just do
over
one
ambitious.
at a time?
Yeah.
Maybe.
If it's talking to you, it probably wants to be
Certainly, you
drawn.
should draw one.
What about like 3?
What are you so anxious
Maybe we
about?
should start with one.
But there's 3 of us.
But
Don't you want a card?
But we don't know what it does yet here. We need
can I do
to.
an Arcana check?
You can. Our Arcana check is not an identify spell.
No, but I feel like an Arcana check might give me an idea.
Uh-huh.
Especially if this is what I think it is.
Or maybe a history check. Of those
okay,
that are
that's
smarter than me.
That's a 16 Arcana.
Yeah, you
I can do a history check too if you want me to,
do a history check.
in conjunction with that Arcana check.
Natural 1.
No, that was a 17. That's a 26 history and a 16 Arcana.
So you're at least aware of like the main magic deck you've been aware of that like Crowan's probably made some in the tower while you were there are like decks of illusion where you pull the card and you toss it out and a thing happens and then the card is expended. So You don't specifically know what this deck might do, especially since she said it's evocation, and you know that the deck of illusions are illusion magic.
Is it conjuration or evocation?
I mean, conjuration.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's what it would be.
Hiya.
Hi.
Hiya, I'm a cat, meow.
He is a literal cat.
I'm the hat.
I'm a mouse.
But yeah, you're aware.
Also, this is for you from my mom and Spencer.
So the closest thing that you can compare it to
Is Deck of Illusions?
is a deck of illusions, in which case you're aware that the cards would be expended as if it's a deck of illusions, and therefore drawing all of them at once is probably not a good idea because it would be a waste.
So let's just do one at a
We went
time.
on another cancer walk over the weekend. So my mom made tea.
We're doing what?
Let's just do one at a time.
Do one. Who's drawing it? Is it you? You drawing it?
Yeah.
All right.
It's mine.
See what it?
I pulled one.
Okay. You pull one.
It's Wish.
You pull a
I
card,
wish.
and as you pull it, you feel
Your soul is
the
ripped from
your
your
soul is
body.
ripped from your body. Don't worry. I was gonna at least rig the like. If it was something that bad, I would at least rig the first pull. You take the card and you flip it over, and there is a image of a bright star upon it. And looking at it, it's like gorgeously drawn. And as you look at it, you feel power just welling up inside of you. You get to increase one of your ability scores by 2.
Literally, that little voice.
R2D2. I was gonna say.
She turns into R2D2.
Oh, there are so many.
And as you gaze at it, like, you see her eyes go wide as, like, magic shines within them, and the card just dissolves from her hand.
Do I just get a 22 dex? I'm gonna get a 22 dex.
It can exceed 20, but cannot exceed 24.
Ah!
You could have gone up
Level
to
8.
9. Level 9.
Oh, level
You could
9.
have gone up to 22 anyway because you read the book, which increases your maximum to 22. For your
That's okay.
But the
I know,
star
I was
card
saying.
specifically says.
Huh. You're at the catnip.
Oh yeah, her name is Catnip. She's a mouse folk.
Man. So I was like, my basic.
So much power!
One of your, it's one of your scores. Which one are you raising?
My dexterity! I have a 22 dex!
Do you want the player's handbook?
I've always wanted to mess with one of these, but I'm like, the only way to do that is if
It's
that
right here.
was the one shot, because.
How do I do
So-
this?
So being a druid,
I don't know how to do this!
because that's what's a
Somebody teach me how to D&D Beyond!
Wizard.
Yeah, I would rather be a druid.
You can go to the, I think it's the
try to
modifier
make a
page.
ninth-level
There's
wizard.
Other modifier plus 2?
Although apparently we can use one.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, so I'm just like, I would love a session where it's just they find a deck of many things, shenanigans ensue.
That's all you have to do?
Yep.
So
God damn it!
Did you do standard array?
standard
Yeah.
array, yeah. Do you want me to just send you a D&D Beyond link and you can just click the randomize button? Okay.
I'll just go real quick as...
He is faster.
Okay. Yeah.
He's pretty fast. Okay, and then I just go to my regular
We'll
thing.
see.
Yeah, you get the page.
Press the sheet.
Yep, the sheet.
Gotcha.
So basic scenario here. The
I'm back with power!
basic scenario here. The
I'm so excited!
there was a
I'm
weird
doing
crossover
22.
between the Feywild and Faerun for a minute. Emerald Enclave is mostly handling the cleanup. It was solved by other adventurers, but people are like, oh, there's probably magic stuff in the forest. That's the basic setup. So maybe if you want to be a druid, maybe you're with the Emerald Enclave and you're just kind of in the area.
I hold up the deck and I say, "This is the best deck ever!" And I draw another card.
You can't. You try and draw another card, and
Oh,
your
no,
hand
no.
slips off. It just like it will not pull out for you.
Well, that's unfortunate.
You're up.
now.
So
Seems safe.
It's
all pat up and
I was so happy when all of you said that your alignments were chaotic, because I'm like, oh cool. I don't want this to be a campaign where you find a deck and everyone's like, we shouldn't fuck with this and give it to somebody else.
I'll put my paw up and slide a card out.
How
Okay.
many are you?
Just one.
Okay.
You're declaring one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see what terrible things happen today.
I'm gonna skip that for now.
I'm really dexterous now.
You pull...
Shit.
I already had to skip one of them. You...
shit.
Because I'm not giving you any of the ones that take you out of the game yet. So that will be an option later. But you pull a card and you look at it, and you see just this horrific visage of a Medusa staring at you, and it's very disturbing. Just how like it affects something in you. And the card, just like hers, just kind of dissolves into black energy. And you now have a -2 to all saving throws.
Drummer, you're right.
No.
So you are now cursed.
Did you get
Is that
to...
permanent?
Yes.
Player knowledge. What's the let me find the full thing on here. Cards Medusa like Vicious curses you. You take a -2 penalty on saving throws while cursed in this way. Only a god or the Magic of the Fates card can end this curse.
Yes.
Cool.
So either really good or really bad, it looks like, huh?
Do you want to see me hide?
I hardly can see you do that now.
I love how it's like you want to see me hide, like just the
Well, what
I
are the
stealth.
odds, huh?
you stealth.
Yeah. 23.
I crouch down, and I decide to.
2.
And I come out and I say, boo!
I smile at you as I draw the second.
Did you see me?
No.
All right. Oh, did I click? Why is there? Oh, I can ignore that. One's like, so I pulled. So one of the cards, player knowledge. One of the cards I pulled was the Fool, which is you lose 10,000 experience, but it doesn't let you lose a level. And considering this is a one shot, that doesn't actually matter.
Yeah.
So you pull. Oh god. So you pull 2. You pull 1, and you see this image of a castle. Like, you feel like looking at it, you just feel more regal, like, than you did a moment ago.
Never felt real.
And you also all feel this rumbling of the ground for a moment, as off in the distance, kind of back towards freaking Everland. Not quite there yet or not, especially you as the flying cat can probably fly up and see. There's a very small castle that just kind of pushes out of the forest and rises up.
Huh.
And you feel like you got, like, that's yours. You feel like...
You just got a castle.
So I think we found what we were looking for.
Also, the second card that you pulled...
So I look at the second card.
You pull the second card. You see an image of a bird that is just... Is he actually making a Kenku?
Yes.
Oh my god, this is great.
Yes.
I'm a Kenku druid.
This is wonderful.
You're all the other animals.
I
So
need to change my name to Dr. Doolittle.
you you see an image of this bird bearing down on like a small like rabbit and like eating it. And as you look at it, yeah, it does. It makes you feel really sad. You hear this sizzling. The iron stone you have, your bag of holding, your shield,
I was literally
they all begin to let Thanos snap away.
Every
As
magic
all
item.
magic items you are wearing or carrying disintegrate and vanish.
I have no armor, or shield, or literally anything now.
fuck.
And I'm like, well, I need to go to that castle.
Go to your castle. Maybe,
I do have a couple of hand axes, so I'm just gonna
Yeah, they're
crawl
magical.
around.
That's a bad idea.
How did we like start with magic items and stuff?
I was doing it the same way she did her one shot, where you have
Okay.
3 uncommon, 2 rare, and 1 very rare.
Gotcha.
In her case, where you have 0.
Let's see, 10.
I'm so
13.
sorry.
It also says artifacts vanish, but
I don't
I
have
feel
any
like that's
artifacts.
just. I feel like that's.
Artifacts are like things with.
That's Roland's cloak.
Yeah.
Oh, where it's like they're too story important to just magically
Well,
disappear.
they're incredibly powerful, usually sentient.
Wand of Orcus.
And like they're like,
Roland's
there's only
cloak.
one. They're one of
The
a
One
kind.
Ring.
Yeah.
There's usually a very specific way to destroy them all too,
Yes.
and
Like
only that way.
I was so happy that you pulled a good card first.
My God, let's do this thing!
And I kind of shrug and I say, appropriate. A good thing and a bad thing. Now we're matching. Kind
You've
of.
got a good thing and a bad thing.
Yeah.
If that castle actually is
Xanathar's
yours,
good.
do you want to travel to the castle so that we can maybe rest and pick more cards?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I don't know about the picking more cards part.
I claimed it.
Yeah, no, it's yours.
I called dibs. It's my deck.
I would
I
prefer
hold
to...
on to
I
it.
love how like you were like totally on board when you just saw all of her possessions dissolve and you saw him get afflicted by some kind of otherworldly curse.
But I know what happened to me. I have good luck. I have a lucky stone. I have good luck.
I have nothing. Literally.
I'm so sorry.
Because
Do
my
you
bag of
want-
holding.
Hey, do you
No,
want
all of the items that were in your bag of holding would have, like,
Oh.
all the non-magical ones,
Then I
because it
don
dissolved.
chainmail.
Yeah.
Here. And I hand you my bag of holding.
Oh,
I love you.
I love you too.
And that one starts
Catnip.
dissolving too. No, it's, it would suck if it's just like you can't have magic
Forever.
items
Fuck
anymore
that.
forever.
New character.
I just commit suicide. Fuck it.
Commit
My quotes are
Sudoku.
all in there, so I'm gonna have to bother you for that. That's right.
Not bother at all, little catnip. Let's see, so...
How many B shapes do I know what you said?
Huh?
It says B shapes in yellow.
I'm just gonna assume, like,
A lot?
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
I'm not really gonna restrict you.
Look at
Here. I'm
her. letting
letting him be a psychic cat. So, giving you access to the full beast-shaped list is not the craziest thing I'm letting people do right now. So,
If we're heading out in Laserhead, fly up on land on their head, curl up.
To the
My max
castle.
CR is 1 and I can do flying. So.
Castle?
yeah. And the castle looks exactly like the card that you pulled. So you're aware that they're related. Your character, if you're a druid, I want to assume you're with the Emerald Enclave.
Sure.
Unless you have other ideas.
I got nothing.
So yeah, you're probably just like out patrolling, like just making sure all the face stuff is like fully gone back to its own dimension, and then you see a big fuck off castle appear in the distance. I mean, it's a decently sized castle, not a big fuck off castle, but like
It's a castle.
you know, something that would take dwarves 100 days in order to finish building, like that kind of.
I've got 17 AC with
I
my
want to
chainmail.
keep this
so-
castle. 17?
Yeah,
That's mine. Oh, wait. Just kidding. It went up.
yeah, sure.
Let me double check the.
Let's see. I do have a
Pretty expensive,
shield
guess what?
that could go up to...
22
but you
dexterity.
and you mark down that you have proficiency in persuasion now, right?
What?
You have proficiency
You
in
didn't tell me
persuasion.
that.
I did. I
Are
said.
you a rogue?
I think I mentioned it. I might not have specified it.
No, you didn't.
You gain. Yeah. So
You said you feel more regal.
Yeah. Okay. I did the fluff, but I didn't do the mechanics. Yeah. Part of that is
I literally
because you
just
are now the
took out
lord of a
the
keep.
animated into a
You
mouse.
have
No.
proficiency in persuasion,
Good standard, right?
Neat.
and you double your proficiency bonus on checks made with that skill. In addition, you gain rightful ownership to a small keep somewhere in the
So-
world.
You have expertise in persuasion.
Yeah, it's a small keep, so I want to assume it's probably going to be like the tower that we were going to have.
Very small.
Yeah, so it's not a super big fuck off castle, but
Alright. I'm just gonna don the regular shield I had.
I'm sorry to, like, get rid of literally all of your items
The
first thing.
only annoying part is that took me the longest part of creating.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I just
you
can't,
have
I
done that
can't
to me.
literally, I can't skip over literally all the bad things.
No, I know. It's
Uh,
fine.
No, because then it's not fun.
Yeah.
Okay. We go to the castle.
Mhm.
5, 6, 8.
Well, let's head towards the castle. I've got my longsword and shield.
What
At
are
least
you
I'm
gonna
not naked.
name it?
The castle? I don't know. Let's think of something I'm on the way.
Okay.
My last name is literally going to be Doolittle. Yvolda Doolittle.
Doolittle?
Mm-hmm.
Father.
Yvolda Doolittle. Because it's fitting.
Yeah, Yodel. I'm trying to
Yeah, so it's less of a castle and more of a keep. It's like a large tower.
That's no. No, little, no.
Oh, is
So
that
it's basically just got like 4 exterior walls and a small.
It's not like a straight square. It looks almost like sort of diamond shaped almost. So
What is a diamond but a square on one corner?
yeah. Fair. It's yes. That's what I'm going for. So
I
that's
can't see it. I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm imagining.
do you think there's bad people in there?
I don't know. If there is, we'll take care of them. Or tell them to leave. I don't know why, but I feel like that would work. Usually it wouldn't.
I don't know. I'm pretty charismatic.
Now am I. In one aspect.
Just persuasion.
Yeah. I'm a little good at intimidating.
You're really
but that's simply
persuasive.
because I'm a half-orc.
Actually, I'm not at all.
So now I'm our most persuasive person.
Yeah. Because I was gonna be persuasive, and then I decided that Constitution was a little more important.
That's probably a good idea. Alright. Well, then, yeah, we head towards the small keep.
All right, you guys make your way on over there.
I think that
How
this-
far along are you, Spencer?
Other than choosing cantrips, I essentially could start, and I haven't chose magic items yet.
All right.
You want my magic item?
Oh wow! Conveniently, he has everything you had.
Pass them all to you.
You can just do
You're
what
just
I do.
wandering. You're just wandering along, and suddenly these magic items materialize onto you. Like it doesn't actually destroy them; it just sends them somewhere else.
The one thing I'm most sad about is that now I'm not matching with Dren.
Yeah, your Iron Stone's gone.
That's the one thing I'm most sad about. Not even the fact that it's an iron stone, but that I'm not matching. We'll figure that out.
We'll find another one.
I'll get bracers or something.
Yeah, I need like a lane
We'll find
mage,
something else.
and then I need to choose magic items in all my spells, but that's fine.
I have a good idea.
Yes.
If we come across a card while we're drawing more cards, that somehow lets us like wish something. We just wish for your items back.
I think we should use that on a better purpose.
What are we gonna wish for? We don't have anything going for us.
Yeah, that's one of the only ways you can remove that.
You're not neutered yet? We can
That's
Neuter
not
your
what I
pet-
meant.
your pets.
Oh my
That's not what I
god.
meant.
You're not neutered yet.
I meant reverse the effects of the card I pulled.
Ah, that one. Right.
Oh! Oh, there was a different one for that.
But that would be a good one to do on that,
No.
though. What else would we do it on?
I don't know. Bigger castle.
You guys don't even know if there is a wish card.
What do we do?
Stuff.
You don't know what any of the cards are. You just know that there are some bad ones in there because you just pulled 2 bad ones.
I'd really like to pull another card.
Yeah, you feel like you. I don't think you need to attune to the deck of many things, so I feel like you would need to have like. Maybe you could do an Arcana check to see when it would recharge, if it would recharge. I feel like that isn't an identify spell. I feel like that might be fair.
I mean, that is part of the Identify spell, but
Yeah.
also the Arcana check can be used for multiple things.
But I mean, like, part of the identify spell is also figuring out what category of magic it is, which is something that Arcana does do.
You don't want
Yeah,
to pull
exactly.
another card.
Like, the Arcana check does a lot.
Yeah.
Oh.
and it's up to you to figure out.
Like, I'm not, I'm not, you aren't, there is no way you're going to be able to roll Arcana and suddenly know all of the cards that could be in this deck.
Yeah.
But you could, I feel like maybe if you rolled well enough on Arcana, you could figure out, like, when it would recharge.
He doesn't want to learn any more things, so we're just not
Well,
going to do anything.
that's 27.
27? Looking at the deck and just kind of, like, feeling how the energies around it work, with your mystical cat senses, you feel like you're able to draw another card from it once per hour.
Huh. So I've already got
Do you
4
tell us
down.
that?
You had a bad experience. Would you let the party know? Are you, like, of the mind now that you
Yes.
should not touch the deck at
I
all?
would tell them. You should be able to draw a card in at least another hour.
Are you okay with that? I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
Something bad happens, it'll happen to you, not me.
What happens to all of us?
Then
I
we'll
didn't
handle
draw
it
a card.
together.
Huh?
I said I wouldn't have drawn the card.
You
Why
know,
would it
but
happen to me?
I don't know.
Trying to figure out how far into the session is fair for me to start, like, threatening you guys with the insta-death ones. Like, do I need an NPC to pull an insta-death card just so your characters are aware that can happen?
Spencer, be our NPC.
Honestly, I was debating starting you guys out with an NPC partner and have the inciting incident be he pulls, like,
I chose
dungeon or
exactly
something.
the right amount of spells.
Nice.
Alright, I just need to choose my magic items and I'm good. 3 uncommon, 2 rare, 1 very rare.
One very rare, yeah.
1 rare.
I've gotten too good at this.
So then we
I'm
go to the
just
castle.
fast version.
You guys
I
head on
didn't
over to the
read
castle.
any spells,
I
I'm
do
just
want to
like,
say
this one,
that
this one,
that's
this one, this
probably where you're going to find Spencer's character, whatever his name is. Because
Bird.
if Bird,
Bird?
just Bird.
one. Yeah, because he just transforms into a bunch of animals and his natural form is a bird.
And I guess people just like call him
There's
Bird.
a
He just
bear.
mimics that
Bird!
too. So.
And he's a hermit, so he doesn't have a lot of speaking. It's mostly animal noises.
But yeah, I would want to say that you were probably drawn by this sudden incursion of a strange mystical keep that appeared out of nowhere.
So I'll twiddle my thumbs until the hour is up.
Would you guys? I'm gonna say it's gonna take a little under an hour to get to the keep, as in you're gonna get there and it'll be like a bit before you can start pulling.
Can I like scurry around every single inch of the
You're just showing off your new dexterity.
Oh my gosh,
I would
I'm
like to
just
go
very
through every
curious about
area
it.
and just kind of shout out saying, hello? Is there anybody
I
here?
was gonna say, as we get closer, I'm gonna take flight and scout it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would have also gone in and been like,
See if it's
wow, look at this!
unoccupied.
Oh my gosh!
It
look
is
at
very
this.
much occupied.
Oh,
All right, so you're flying over the keep.
yes.
It does seem to be occupied. On the roof of the keep, there appear to be 2 hag-like figures, just like chanting something to each other. They're speaking a language you don't understand. But you know at least that there's 2 hags there, and they're at the top. There's all at the top, so
There's nobody else on the walls or on the outside patrolling.
not patrolling. It seems like.
So, quick geography. Like, how does it look? Is there like an outside protective wall with a building in the middle?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay.
I'm literally making this up as we go
All right.
along.
And the
So
hags are on top of the building.
they're
in the
on
middle?
they're on the highest. There is a top floor, and then I believe there's actually like a meeting room and like a tiny like So you have the I don't have touch on. You have the top floor here. There is like a meeting room here, and I think it goes up like another level.
I realize
So there's like a terrace, and then there's like a room, and it goes up once more
Okay,
for like
so
a
they're on the
higher
terrace?
look. Yeah, so they're on the terrace.
Okay. I'll fly back.
And you also see a weird bird thing on the ground.
Okay.
A weird bird thing.
He seems
Do
to
I
be
know
near.
that the 2 hags are most likely hags?
Yeah, I'm
Or
gonna.
experienced enough adventurers to know what hags are?
Considering, I'm gonna go ahead and say you have, especially since, like I said, the reason like the deck and other magic items like it had appeared is because the Feywild was crossing over. You probably would have heard about encounters with hags
Okay.
that happened as a result of that.
Alright, I'll fly back and land on her head again.
What did you find?
It seems to be occupied by hags.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross. Should
Can I do like an Arcana check to see if I can tell what kind of hag they are?
Sure.
Species? Would that be an Arcana check? If they're magical?
I want to say it would be. I want to say it would be a survival check almost. I feel maybe. Does that sound
it's up to
fair?
you.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you. Probably between Arcana, Nature.
Nature.
Okay.
You're right.
That's still alright.
Nature makes a lot more
15.
sense. 15. You know how? I'm not sure specifically
What
what you
color
would
were
get
they?
from that. They are green. They're green hags.
They were green.
So I can only assume of the foresty type. I don't know what type that is. Yeah, hags in general aren't kind. I would recommend it.
You're just. You just
Yeah.
have the ability to stealth now, and you just want to use it at every opportunity.
I already have the ability to stealth.
But now it's way better. And yeah, on your way back though, you would have noticed this bird person because you said you were looking for people patrolling. You would have noticed this bird person making his way towards the keep.
I really that information too. There was this strange bird thing coming towards the keep.
We should probably warn him before he runs into the hags. Let's head his way first. Well, we're running towards our own keep.
Okay, fair enough.
So let's head towards the bird thing first.
There you go.
Bird thing. Okay.
So you head on that way.
Yeah.
What's your character doing? What's Bird doing?
So, Bird would be hobbling along with his staff, like, this keep just appeared, right?
Yeah.
So he
Appeared out
would
of
be
nowhere.
kind of looking for an entrance and, like, kind of scouting around the perimeter, just cooing to himself the entire time. He's got, like,
I
a
am
very
claiming.
worn traveling cloak on, with leather armor underneath, a wooden shield strapped to his back, and he has a scimitar at his side, but right now he's just walking around with a staff that kind of looks like a small tree, and is just, like, and then would move forward a little bit more and then inspect it while cooing and clucking to himself.
Alright, so as you're hanging around, you...
Perfect. I should have flown above the hags and just summoned an earth elemental and just dropped it on them.
We can still do
Can.
that. I imagine this is a conversation we had.
I knew there was a reason I liked you.
I want to fight them.
We can still do that. I aim to do
I
that.
can only assume there's more inside the building.
You
Our
would
freeze.
see, as you're like walking towards the walls of did you roll perception while you were there, by the way?
You didn't make me.
Okay, yeah. That's what you noticed without rolling perception.
Alright.
That's my bad. As you're walking up towards the keep, towards the gates, which are open, you see like something press up against the window, like one of the ground floor windows, looking at you. You guys are just a little bit behind him right now. Like you're coming up close, you can see it towering above the trees, and a few different faces pop up against it, and then they all come back, and shooting out the door come like these really speedy creatures.
Oh shit.
Zombies.
Do I recognize these creatures?
Nature check.
Right number. 18.
Yeah, you've probably heard about them because again, there's weird face shit.
19, actually.
19,
sorry.
definitely. They're quicklings.
That's a
So
problem
just
for
one, just a
person.
couple shoot out at first.
Do I
That's wrong for one of us.
understand that they... Like, do I understand if they would be hostile or anything?
They are chaotic evil.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
yeah. So, everybody roll me initiative. You see, you guys are close enough that you actually see the keep and the gates, and you see the burb. You see burb. And you do see a couple of blurs shoot out of the castle gates towards him.
I've got a 19.
22.
23.
Okay, I should be writing things down.
Probably.
That's what DMs do. Is that they write things.
That's why I have sticky notes.
Yeah, they're great. Okay. So 20,
23.
23.
22.
So 22. What'd you get?
19.
19, and you?
15.
Okay. 15.
Do you, like, attack heavily? Are you a striker?
Kind of.
Okay. Are you a bigger striker? Because I'm asking for my Battle Master bullshit. Like, if I'm going to give someone an extra attack, who should I give it to?
I have the Colossus Slayer and Hunter's Mark.
Okay. So you can do a lot of damage.
I can, but that's only once per turn.
Right. Well, it'll be on my turn, so.
So that
Oh.
is
Okay. And you're a druid, so it depends.
Oh shit, the stuff we're looking
Yeah.
that's
Mine is 1d8 plus 8 plus an 8 plus a 6. If I use the 8 and the 6 Colossus Slayer. Colossus Slayer.
okay. Okay. So two of them shoot out rather quickly towards you. And they're both these tiny little boys. These tiny mean boys that are flying right at you. And they got daggers.
Mm-hmm.
And they would very much like those daggers to be inside of your body.
Can you keep them?
Maybe.
Totally fair.
So that is for the first one. That's a 10 to hit. I'm assuming that doesn't hit you.
No.
And that is a 13 to hit.
No.
Nope. You good. Two of them jabbed at you, but you're like, oh fuck. And our cat friend is coming up next.
How many are there? Just the two out?
There are two out, but you see more like crowding towards the entrance, like looking with like erratic.
About how far
Glances.
away from him?
Let's go at how far is your fly speed?
40 feet.
Let's say you're like 60 feet away.
Alright. I lazily look up from her head, and I'm going to use one of my talents, Mind Thrust.
Lewd.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I target one
They
creature
only
can
get
see
one
within
attack
120 feet of me.
Wait, oh, you're right. They have multiple, don't they?
Yeah, they should
Multi-attack.
have
Oh yeah, they make 3. You're right.
Cool.
Thank you
That's
for thank
the
you
whole danger part of quicklings.
thank you for pointing that out to me.
They're quick.
Yes.
They quick. Cool. That one crit.
Ah.
So yeah. It's gonna be great when like one of you dies to not the deck of many things.
Yeah. Well, I have literally no magical items now, so this is gonna be great.
That's you. Like, what's tugging on my phone right now?
It's
like-
me. Not this time
So
actually.
that's 10. That's 12 piercing damage.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit you?
That meets because I don't have my shield out.
Okay. That is going to be 7 piercing damage.
19 total.
That's going to hit for blah, 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 blah. 8 piercing damage.
Ooh.
I believe that's all the hits. I'm going to say that's all the hits.
Sure.
Cat, go.
That was half of my health.
I'm coming in.
Do any of you guys have healing spells?
Oh, you're right, anyway.
Yeah,
Yes.
go for it.
No, I don't.
I don't- I'm not a wizard.
I think I do. I might. I'll check.
And then 9 times 5
That's my answer whenever
is
someone asks about spells. I'm not a wizard.
45. I actually should have
Me
5.
neither.
Yeah, so I'm gonna mind thrust one of them, one of the ones that's on next to him.
Yeah.
I need an intelligence save.
An intelligence save. How smart are these things? They are not that smart. That is a whopping 7.
Thrust.
He fails and takes 2d10 psychic damage.
So this is just distinct enough so Yu-Gi-Oh's not going to not going to
Yes,
continue.
it is not mine to crush.
Into the trash.
What the fuck?
It's a bug that I killed.
Did you kill it with it?
No, I
It's,
killed it with a pencil. It was just on that.
It's 10 psychic damage.
10 psychic damage.
Oh no.
Did it smear it?
10 psychic damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one that you're casting that at
It's in
shrieks
mosquito, though.
and just flops over.
Alright.
It's dead.
Doesn't take a lot to kill them, guys.
It's just it's a matter of killing them before they kill you.
Yep. After I do that, I sort
How
of
much damage did you do?
10. I sort of knead on what's your character's name, Allie?
Yvolda, Doolittle.
Hold on. I sort of knead her head a little bit and sort
Yavi.
of punk her down a little bit more.
You do the cat butt wiggle.
Yeah.
All right.
That's my
So, another seeing you mind crush one of the one of its comrades. One of the ones in the door like shoots and looks at the the distant image of some more travelers and zooms out in a blur.
Oh god, it's not gonna think it's the cat that did it.
And
Perfect!
That's my cover.
yeah, it's going to go ahead and try and stab Yvolda 3 times.
Wonderful.
So that's going to start out with a 25 to hit.
Well, now it'll hit.
Jesus.
so that is a 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
That is a 15 to hit,
That won't hit.
and that is a not hit. So one comes and stabs you once and slashes a couple of times, and you dodge out of the ways.
I just say, rude little one.
Catnip. There's this weird fae. What do they even? Yeah, they're just tiny little blue people.
Can I do opportunity attacks against it at all? Like you said, it moved out of the way.
No, I'm saying you moved out of the way. Because
Okay.
it's tried to slash you 3 times and it only stabbed once.
Got it.
I'm gonna look at this thing that's attacking my friend, and I'm gonna get my crossbow ready, and I'm gonna shoot at it.
Shoot
You're
away.
gonna shoot at it, you gotta roll with disadvantage.
Why?
Because it's a fast boy.
Boy.
I don't know what other guy. I guess you can come out of jail, but your jail time was shitty because the jail was being closed.
That was a nice joke.
We'll see about this. It was a life sentence.
The best part of a lot of these spells is I don't need to like point or something. It's just if it's like I can
25
see
to
it, then
hit.
it happens.
25 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits?
Has it been damaged?
No.
Okay. I forgot to.
The only one that's been damaged is dead.
I forgot to punch his marker. Oh well.
It's been a while.
I mean, you add a plus 60 of damage.
Can you do 10 damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was 11.
You
No, that's a plus 8 to my damage.
Oh, that's right, because you have a plus 2
That's 13.
crossbow.
That's 13, so you just shoot it. You just the bolt is just stabbed right through its heart and it flops over and
Cool.
dies.
Did I see another one?
There
I think
is the
it's-
one 60 feet away, still hounding him.
I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, go for it. Disadvantage.
Okay. I was like, no, but it's an 80 feet. But yeah, you're right.
They innately have disadvantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, assholes.
That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Fuck! I still
Roll
forgot.
more than a 10.
It's a hunter's market! Is it hurt?
No!
Damn it! 8 plus 8! 16!
It's dead anyway! Don't worry.
I go,
Good job, little catnip.
So those ones are
Am I
dead.
close enough to hear them?
Thank you.
We're 60 feet away.
They're 60 feet away. You might have heard them remotely, but you definitely would have like heard one shriek out in pain as it died, and another one as a bolt whizzed straight into its
Yeah.
Can I
body.
free action
Right in
say,
front of you.
you're welcome?
You can do that. As you turn to hear this girl say you're welcome, a third quickling rushes out of the gate towards you. So you come 3 more stabs. That is a 15 to hit.
No.
That doesn't hit also. That is a 20 to hit.
That one will hit. So as you call out, oh no, and then I dodge out of the 2 and I get stabbed, you hear, oh
Aww. That's 8 piercing damage.
That was my
Okay.
voice.
And then I believe that is your turn, Yazola.
I move and I dash 60 feet all the way up to you. I say, we're here to help, little friend. I'm literally nearly 7 feet tall.
I don't know how tall I am. I'm probably
Not that tall.
like 4 feet tall. I don't
Kenku aren't
know.
that big, yeah. Alright, as you say, we're here to help. A final one rushes out. And
I'm hoping to get as much aggro as possible.
yeah, it's going to that's going to be a 20 to hit you.
That hits me.
Cool.
Now.
That is 10 piercing damage.
Oh no.
That is a number 16.
That won't hit.
And that is a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
So that is 8 piercing damage.
Alright.
It's Burb's turn. A lot of stuff happened.
Lots of scary things.
Mm-hmm. So now there's 2 little quicklings near us.
Yeah.
Okay. You're on my head still, huh?
I'm going
Yes.
to, as an action, pull out my shield, and then, or before I do that, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself at 2nd level.
Good call, good call.
I heard cacaw, and I'm like, that is probably
Cacaw,
what he
cacaw.
says. He is in fact a bird.
I like a lighter one that was in here.
That's his hip himself is just
Just having,
And then,
having
as
all
an
the
action,
stab
I
wounds.
pull out a shield.
Okay, go ahead and do that. Top of the round is our cat friend. What's your cat name again?
Dren.
Dren. Okay, I knew it was D
Um,
something.
How many? What did you think my name was? Dulcine?
I said it was D something.
Oh.
There's 2. There's
You're playing!
there's 2 still hounding them.
Okay, I'm gonna look at another one and smite thrust it.
Okay, go for it.
Intelligence save.
Intelligence save. That is a 7.
Fail.
Do you do more than 10 damage?
I do not. That's only 8.
Okay,
But one is hurt.
it's shrieking.
Wait, hold on. I think I actually do more. I think
You need 2 more points of damage.
Then how come we're not using it?
Sorry. New character. I'm trying to figure out what I can do.
Character who dis.
Yes, I do more than. I forgot I added my intelligence modifier to my damage. So I do more than 10 damage.
How much? Okay, cool. It shrieks and dies.
Alright.
Blood pours out of its eyeballs and it just flops over.
I meow happily.
Are you still on top of her head, by the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Yes,
the,
yes,
the
yes.
entire dash you didn't even. Alright, so that one's dead. Catnip.
I'm far away. I'm gonna move up 30 feet.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna shoot the quickly.
Disadvantage.
Okay. That's 13 plus 14.
That's a number that hits.
That's a 27.
Thank you. And I shoot it.
You shoot it. Do you do more than 10 damage?
Yeah, I do 8, 14. points
Bolt
of damage?
shoots right through its face and it flops over and dies. There is still another one.
There's still another one?
There was 2. Oh no, wait. Oh, you're right. They're both dead.
killed it.
They're both dead. Yeah.
I looked up the note for the hag. Do I see a hag?
You know what? Yeah, you do. There
Can I-
is
do you
one.
want me to
There
roll
is one at the.
perception?
Yeah, roll perception.
Okay.
Roll perception for me.
Oh, that's shitty. 9?
9.
Yeah.
You hear cackling, like someone's probably looking at you, but there's no vantage point. So like you aren't gonna be able to shoot them, but you know that they're there.
So here are the hags!
Perfect. Let's go find them. But first, are you okay?
Good job, little catnip.
Yeah, sounds like me.
Thank you.
I crouch all the way down to your level. I'm like, my name's Evolda Doolittle. What's yours?
We're still working on a nickname. I'll make the rest of my way up while we're talking to
I'm gonna use an action, spend 2 side points to get myself inertial armor, which is basically mage armor, but
I'm gonna assume I've heard the word bird.
Yeah,
before.
you've probably heard the word
Just
bird before.
Bird? Good to meet you, little bird.
Good to meet you, little bird.
I like them already. Alright. So how are we gonna get to
I
those
have
guys?
meow happily for you.
what's my armor?
we can just walk up to the front door.
That's a good point. Apparently I feel like this is a...
It looks exactly like the
Allie.
image that you saw on the card.
AC's 21.
You get to tank
I
now.
really went full speed with this character.
I have
Um,
a 19 AC with a shield.
your AC is 21, and yet you still let the half-orc take all of the hits, pretending that the half-orc is you.
Yeah.
Um,
She used to have a shield.
Are you okay?
A really awesome one.
I'm just sad as a player.
I'm sorry.
Because I used to be really cool.
You were really cool for the first 10 minutes of the campaign, and
maybe
then
we'll be
it
lucky
stopped.
and these tags will have magic items that you can steal.
If not, maybe I can kill him and die trying. Let's go forward.
Hey.
Yeah, Catnip's
Well,
had
that's all.
a good plan. Let's try to be quiet doing this.
Yeah. I'll cast Pass Without a Trace.
Oh, wonderful.
I'll cast without trace.
No, I won't. I'll do it.
And I cast it for free.
Fuck you.
With my staff.
You got... You're such a vindictive mouse person.
That's so rude.
That's so rude.
Yeah, but now you have another chance to do a different spell.
Let me just double check that.
What are my spells?
So you add 10?
Yeah.
23.
Yeah, I can cast it from the staff without using any charges.
Oh yeah, I don't have mithril armor anymore.
Is that staff of wisdoms or whatever it is?
That's more like it. 14, 16, 17,
Oh,
18.
Does
shit.
chainmail give you disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Change shirt, that's it.
Somebody asked me what my stuff is.
What's your stuff?
41.
I rolled a 1.
30.
You rolled a 1,
So 18.
I rolled a 20.
18. Oh,
30.
30, 41,
19.
19. Yeah, you guys are really fucking stealthy as you like slip in to the base floor of this keep. There is a tiny little entryway. So you're entering basically from the side. From the side here. So there's this little entry doorway here. There's a kitchen directly in front of you, and to the side there is like a lobby area which has the staircase that goes up
You want
to
to
the
go
next level.
towards the staircase.
So you head on over there.
Let's go into that. In the lobby area, I'd like to do a perception, just to take a look around, make sure no one's in here.
Go for it.
Can I do a perception as well?
Go for it.
15.
Wow, can you go higher than like 5?
Put it in jail.
13.
15. You. It doesn't appear to be anybody down here right now. As far as you can tell, it might have just been the Quicklings that were living here. There are tiny little. So around this main room, like entry room with the spiral staircase, there are like tinier rooms that have little beds in them. And they're all very messy, like some weird gremlin fairy thing has been living in them. So you feel like you killed all the occupants down here. There's 5 rooms, 5 Quicklings, so you're probably good.
I want to do a perception smell check to see if I can smell our way to the hags.
I mean, you know that they're on the roof.
Shit, right.
Like, you don't even. You could roll a nat 1 and
So-
know.
Did
that
you
they're-
say the shield thing in character?
No.
Okay.
I was telling Marcus that.
So
the spiral staircase can go up or down, by the way.
Oh, let's head up. I kind of just put my finger in the mouth.
Okay. So you're sneaking your way on up the stairs, and you're being really super duper stealthy. So, who's leading the party?
You on my head?
Yes.
Okay, so
Anger hit piece.
you poke your head up, and you see these skeletal-like beings just kind of hanging out around like a table, all conversing with each other. Yeah, just playing cards, and they have the deck of many things.
Oh, God!
They stole it from us.
You weren't looking. The Quicklings took it.
I didn't get to pull a card yet.
Yeah, you haven't.
But I don't know about it.
You don't know it exists. So yeah, you poke your head out. You see these. You see like they're in like these black hoods. And they have one, like most of them have like broadswords. They seem to be speaking to each other in some kind of language. I'm assuming you don't understand. Yeah.
What
What's the
language?
language?
Oh yeah. Do you speak Sylvan?
Yes.
You understand. They're just chit chatting about how strange it is.
game.
Like.
Did you hear that Veronica wore purple?
I don't.
These like weird skeletal things.
Yeah, they're very strange skeletal things. They're talking about how they need to defend the keep with their life because it's theirs, and they cannot let they who come to claim it seize it without proper trial. Basically, he hears that. You don't. None of you understand Sylvan, and he can only speak by repeating what they're saying, which is in Sylvan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna point at them and just be like, "Fuck you."
We're killing them. As,
Shoot it!
You shoot it. Everybody want to roll initiative for me again?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That
So.
was not a natural 20.
Was it dirty 20?
4.
Let me get some stuff here. Okay. So that is a.
But he has advantage on initiative now.
For Eric's, it's like +8.
Try this as +4. Mine right now is +7.
And then. Okay. So 20 and up.
Yeah.
Which ones?
She's higher.
27.
27.
22.
Just kidding. 26.
20. Okay. And you?
22.
All right. And then 20 to 15.
19. Rolled an 18.
I'm just abbreviating you as Yas.
Ah. Evolda, but yeah.
Yeah. Yav, I guess then. 15 to 10? 10 to 5?
7.
Okay. And then, yeah, that's everybody. So, starting up is Catnip. So when you do say you shoot him, you do in fact
I shoot
him. So, yeah, there's 4 of them all around this table.
Great. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Hey.
You remember the thing!
And what the fuck is your character's name?
Jen.
Good.
Sorry, I need a bigger.
You shoot him!
I shoot him!
You shoot him!
Yeah.
Is there a
But
Y
first
in
a Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Is there a Y
What
in
does Hunter's Mark give you again?
It gives me a
How do you spell your
D6
name?
on the person I Hunter's Mark.
Cool.
So
I need to use that
LTA.
more as Bertram. I forgot he
One
has
of
it.
them.
Okay, the one closest to you. We're
Sure.
gonna go ahead and say
Ah,
conveniently it's the
shit.
one furthest up in the initiative.
Okay. I'm going to shoot him with a 25 to hit.
25 to hit.
Uh-huh.
That does in fact hit.
Oh.
6, 7, 8, 9,
How much room do we have to maneuver around in
17
here?
points of damage.
I want to go ahead and say it's like a 25-foot in diameter room, maybe,
Okay.
or maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe like a 30-foot diameter room.
Okay.
What'd you say? How much?
17 points of damage.
17 points of damage. All right. So yeah, it roars out.
And it's still
It's
up.
hit, still up.
I'm gonna hit it again.
Go for it.
Okay. 29 to hit.
That hits.
And then I get another D8 because of Colossus Slayer. Okay, 7, 8, 9, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 24 points of damage.
It shrieks out again and dies.
Cool.
It's fucking dead. Burb.
Alright, so how many are left? 4?
3.
3. Okay, I'm going to, as an action, cast. How far away are they?
They're like 10 feet in front of, like, not even 10 feet, like 5 feet in front of you. They're.
Oh, they're literally right in front of me.
Yeah, it's literally right out of the staircase. Did you move out of the staircase, by the way, to do that?
Sure.
Because I feel like there isn't going to be enough room for, unless you guys wanted to like reach up, shoot a thing, duck back in. I guess.
Yeah,
Probably room.
I probably would have just tried to stay back. I think I was furthest back in the line anyway.
You rolled really good on accuracy though, so I mean, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna be like, oh, you wouldn't have seen.
crossbow expert.
So I'm going to move off to the side so
Ricochet.
that I can thunder wave all of them without hitting my allies.
Go for it.
So I need.
What saves?
Constitution saving throw.
Going for it. So that one does that's a 18.
Meets.
That one doesn't meet then. And that one doesn't meet then. So only one sustains.
So the other two get pushed back 10 feet
Okay, they both fly back.
and take 5 damage. The other takes half.
Okay. So that's going to be
And I make a loud fucking noise.
okay. And then that's going to be. Oh, wait a minute.
5 thunder damage.
Good job.
And it makes the thunderous
I did, in
boom
fact, mess
audible
that up.
for
Weird.
300 feet.
Okay, cool, whatever. Okay. Alright, yeah. they all certainly are aware of you, and the one that seems to have resisted it, it like growls at you and unsheathes its sword.
Can you
And
just
say
oh, wait a
in
minute.
Sylvan in its voice, we need to defend the keep.
Yeah, huh? What did you?
Can you describe what these things look like? All I
They're-
remember is skeletal.
Yeah, they're like in black like robes with like black hoods on, and they're also wearing like kind of like shining. They have a black hood, shining armor, and they're all carrying like broadswords.
Okay.
Face-
Or short swords, not broadswords.
Like a human skeleton face or like an animal skeleton face?
Human skeletal face. Or let me just pull up an actual image of them so that it doesn't. I can like stop referring to it. Where's the button? Can I just go to the? Yeah, there we go. Oh, not all of them have skeletal faces. I was only looking at their little tiny.
Oh, okay.
I was only looking at their profile picture, so I couldn't really see.
Gotcha.
I knew they were like gaunt skeleton thingies. But yeah, they're creepy looking dudes. They. Oh, by the way, the one that died, I just realized a thing happened.
Oh no.
So everybody make a con save for me,
Oh gosh.
or who is at the top of the staircase?
That'd be
Is
me.
you?
And the cat.
Oh, just you and the cat. Both of you make con saves. You have a -2.
Yeah, I know.
18.
18. You succeed. You fail. So. You take 8 radiant damage as the one that she shoots to death bursts apart, and like holy energy just rains out from it.
Oh.
Or no, I guess not whole. Like
shit.
not holy because these things are not like good, but just fey magic power just flows out from
Is
them.
it 8 damage?
Yes, 8 damage.
Okay.
And also you're blinded until the end of your next turn.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yay.
You take 4 damage and you're not blinded.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, on to the one who's actually doing a thing right now. He is going to unsheath his sword and come over to you, take it out, and he's going to swing it twice at you.
Oh, at her, not me.
He's going to swing once at her, once at you. Why not?
Okay.
So that is going to be a 19 to hit.
That will meet.
Alright,
I'm gonna
cool. So that's going to be this. Oh, he rolled a 1, so that's cool. That's 4 piercing damage. And then he's a swing at Burb. That I'm assuming is going to hit because that is a 21.
Yeah.
He also rolled a 1. That's 4 damage. And the one trying to get out a 7. There's another one. One of the ones that got pushed back is going to. Hang on a second. Oh yeah. Okay. Is going to reach its hand out and mutter some words, and everything goes dark.
Ah,
There is suddenly you just can't see anything.
great.
Holy shit.
So it's Dren's turn.
Alright, okay.
You totally skipped me.
Oh,
I had 19 on the initiative.
I totally wrote you down. Oh yeah, I totally did. You go. I wrote you down, and I guess I just did. You guys were like together. Go and there is no darkness because this is in the past.
You're
Perfect.
still blinded, I think.
No.
No, he's blinded.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But I mean, I guess you're all just blinded in general now, so that doesn't matter.
I'm going forward. So there's the guy that's right next to us, and then there's.
2 more that got pushed back
Okay.
from the Thunderwave.
Then I'm gonna go actually past the one right next to me, and go towards the 2 over there. in the
Okay.
corner. So I don't know if that's gonna be enough for opportunity attack or what have you, but
Yeah, I'm gonna say it will be.
go for it.
So that is going to be a number. That's a 16.
I'll miss.
Cool. He attempts to swing at you but misses.
Alright, and then I'm going to attack, let's say the one on the left. Yeah. It's going to be a 21 to hit.
21 to hit is going to hit.
Ooh.
One on the left.
Yes, sir. 4. That's going to be 9 damage.
Alright.
And then I'm going to forego my second attack and shout out, Catnip, take him down! As I gesture to the one that I just hit. Commander strike, please.
So I just hit it.
Yep, you can use, you're pretty much using up your reaction to attack him.
Cool.
And you're going to be adding, 4 damage to it.
13 plus 14 to hit.
27.
Okay. And then I just roll like I normally do?
Mhm.
Do I get the D8 because it...
No, I just rolled it for you.
No,
Oh.
you get the D8 because he's hurt because she attacked him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you get Colossus Slayer. And
Oh,
then
that
you
part,
get
yeah.
4 on top of 4. So roll your normal damage, like your normal attack and your Colossus Slayer.
7 and 1. 8,
Plus your normal bonus.
8, 16.
So 16
Plus
plus
4.
4 is
So that's
20
20.
damage.
20 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The thing, well, you're the same one?
Yeah.
That I just hit.
It roars out and dies.
So
Yeah.
us who are on the top con saves.
Yeah. You included.
Even though I can't see the light being hurt by it?
It's still magical energy that's radiating towards you.
I fail.
20.
20.
At least I can't be blinded any more than I already am.
What'd you roll?
21.
21. You guys succeed. You are going to take damage.
This is how I go. Ambient radiation.
How much health do you have left?
I'm good. I haven't taken any damage.
That is going to be 9 to you, and that's going to be
Okay.
4 to you
I
guys.
can actually give myself 10 hit points. So.
As it dies. Alright, it's Dren's turn. Dren is blinded.
Alright, now let me. I know I'm blinded, but let me. Paint me the image of what I saw before I went blinded. Like how big is the room? Ish.
The room, like I said, is like 30 feet in diameter.
If you,
Okay, so like 30 by
if you
30.
mention that you're blind to me, I will say out loud, there's one right next to us.
And you were right against the wall next to us as we moved forward, right?
When it all started, yes. But I've moved since then.
You have. Oh. I don't know that.
But I said I thought. Oh wait, no, because you did. The darkness never happened.
Darkness didn't happen.
So
You
I
killed the
didn't
guy who was going to
say
cast it.
holy shit, which would have made it seem like I was somewhere else. And also, you wouldn't have said who turned out the lights, so I don't actually have that phrase.
Well,
Yeah, you wouldn't know I moved then. Well, you would have heard the thunderclap from where I was, but what does that mean?
yeah.
In this small room.
This is the small room that I goes, okay, well, sorry, but I'm going to spend 2 side points to cast Watery Grasp. I don't need to see you to do this. I just create a wave in a 20-foot by 20-foot square in front of us. At least some portion of the square's border must be
Well,
within
wait,
5
she
feet of it.
moved though.
I did.
I'm no longer.
But right in front of me is the other one I asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's
So
only
you still
one
hit
right
one.
in front
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, so yeah, you're,
That is a critical.
God damn.
So that's a 21.
Okay, it still takes half damage,
Okay.
but nothing else happens. So it takes half of 2d6. That's 5, so what is that, 2? 3. How do you have damage? You round up?
five
you
is
round down?
rounding down.
You round down, so it's
Okay,
2.
so it's 2 bludgeoning damage.
Oh man. I don't know.
Because he's battered by sudden water.
Yeah, he's. And then as he's like pushing water off, everything goes dark.
No.
Top of the round is Catnip.
Catnip.
Oh,
You also heard me
I'm.
like hiss.
Yeah.
Really.
I just saw where that person was.
You did see it, yeah. But it's now
So-
dark.
Right.
Did they cast dark? I guess I'm blind. So. Well, I'm not blind anymore now.
Yeah.
It's my turn. What do I see?
No, nothing.
Darkness.
It's
You
dark.
see for a second in the darkness.
Yeah.
So,
Wow. This year.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on it.
Hunter's mark.
Oh, you guys haven't killed another one yet, right? Yeah, the one who the
I should
original
have
one.
taken mastery over
With your
of
hunter's
light and
mark?
darkness
With my hunter's
while
mark,
focusing on
it
it.
says choose a
magical
creature
darkness
you
doesn't
can
affect
see
me.
within range
Within
and
30 feet.
distinctly mark
Oh.
it as your query
You can't see
until
anything.
the spell ends. But wait. And then it says, you can use a bonus action on a subsequent turn to move your mark to a new creature.
It would have to be a creature you can see, though.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Can I shoot a bolt at the person where they were?
There was one like at the top of
Before
the
the
stairs.
lights
You're at
turned
least aware that there's one that was at the top of the stairs.
Hey, can I shoot them?
Yeah, disadvantage. You've been really good at shooting with disadvantage, so.
That's gonna be 26 to hit.
Yeah, maybe that might hit a little bit.
Just a little
Okay.
bit.
No hunter's mark. Has it been hurt?
Yes, they
Yeah.
all got hit by my thunder.
Okay, cool. So that's 10 plus 8, 18 points of damage.
Alright. Cool.
And I'm gonna try and hit them again if they're not dead. Actually, I'm
Not
just gonna
dead.
try and hit them again because I don't know.
I mean, you know. I mean, are you within 10 feet of it? You're still 10 feet back on the stairs, yeah. It is a spiral staircase, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that's still fine.
I would have
You got an angle, whatever.
So anyway, I'm gonna try again with disadvantage. Oh, that's a natural 1.
Oh no.
Okay. Roll your damage,
Okay.
and roll me a d4 and re-roll it if it says 4.
Are
One,
they
two.
already hurt?
It depends. Roll me a d4 first.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, re-roll it if it's 4.
4.
Re-roll it.
Oh no. 4.
Damn it. Re-roll it.
Myself.
Shoot yourself in the foot.
1, you
That's
shoot her, and
You're already hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, she hits me?
yeah.
Yes, I am hurt.
4 plus 5 plus 8.
16. Or no, 17.
Gosh. I'm gonna need something after this, guys.
Yeah, just you shoot, there's just like and you feel something hit you.
I recognize those bolts. It's like, catnip, that's me!
Oh my god! I'm so sorry! I hit the first time!
Verb.
Myself at second level. Can't see anything, so.
I'm at 39 out of 94.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay, yeah, your turn.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna swing wildly, I suppose, at the one that was next to me.
Disadvantage.
Yeah. Well, that is 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Woo! Alright. Let me see. Yeah, I'll just do this. Oh, max damage, lovely. That is going to be 13 damage.
13 damage.
Yes.
The one that you were right by. Alright. It's still up. Or at least you can assume because you don't feel like Fey energy radiating and burning your body.
Okay, just try to attack him again. Would have been a crit, but instead it's gonna be a 16 plus 9. So 25.
Still hits.
Alright. That's going to be 8 points of damage.
Alright, make a con save for me. Who all is in the 10-foot radius? It's you two?
Yep.
18.
18?
Which one is this? The one at the top of the stairs?
No,
No.
the one.
That's the one I'm next to. 'Cause
You're
that-
next to the one at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just you two, con saves. I will say, I'm not going to say you get blinded because you're in darkness. It's magical darkness.
Well, is this the one that casts darkness?
Yes.
So
14.
the darkness is gone.
Good point. Yeah, the dark. Oh, frick, you're right.
14.
14. You saved though.
Oh, thank God.
Hey!
So the darkness is gone. You could theoretically have gotten
Blind, yes.
have gotten blinded. What'd you roll?
18.
18. Yeah, you're good. You guys take 4 points of radiant damage, which leaves just the
With
one.
the darkness
on the
gone,
stick.
you now see me quite bloodied. A bolt lodged into my back.
And the final darkling just growls, grabs his broadsword, and is gonna run straight at you for a swing.
Do I get a attack of opportunity?
Go for it.
With an 11 to hit.
No.
My scimitar I might have hit.
You try it, but it doesn't work. So yeah, he's gonna swing at you for a 16 to hit.
That misses.
He's gonna swing at you again for a 19 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright, and then that is going to be number 7. 7 DiMaggio. And then it's back to Catnip's turn.
Shoot the guy!
You shoot the guy.
Please do.
Go for it. You no longer have disadvantage.
I hunter's mark him!
Skip, because she went.
Yeah.
You're right. No, wait. Oh yeah, you're
If
right.
it's going back to
I wrote your
Catnip,
thing
it should
really
be.
tiny. You're right. Yeah. Go.
Because I'm a tiny cat.
I wrote your name down really tiny in between 2 things.
So this thing ran up on her.
Yeah. It's right next to us.
How hurt does it look?
Very.
Like you see a con save in your future.
Yeah, you see the energy that seems to blast out from them when they die starting to seep out of the
I'm
wounds.
gonna take flight and move back away from it, maybe 20 or 30
Like,
feet.
yeah, to the other side.
Yeah, yeah. the other side.
Alright, so, does a 11 does not hit you, yes?
No.
Cool.
It's got higher AC than me.
Bounces off an invisible wall of magic.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to spend. Do you want to do that? Yeah, I'm a little annoyed. I'm gonna spend 3 side points. Give me a con save. It made me do a con save, so it has to do a con
That's
save.
an
now.
8.
It fails. It catches on fire and takes 3d10 fire damage.
Okay, I guess theoretically you could roll a 3, so...
I rolled a 5.
Oh, you did, like, 5 total?
Yeah.
It's screaming, and you see the, like, light shining out of it, like it's about to explode, but it's not dead.
Is it still on fire?
It is still on fire.
Okay, so does that mean on its turn it's good?
Mhm.
Oh, there you go. There we
But it's
go.
not Catnip's turn.
Yeah, catnip.
Yeah. Catnip.
You gonna shoot it?
It's on fire.
And I would say in its mind it hears, fuck you.
I always do a turn to shoot, whatever.
I mean, do you ever like a? I mean, you don't want to stab a guy who's on fire.
And explode.
Good point.
I guess I'll shoot it.
I wonder if you're keeping track of your bolts, because if you had all the bolts in my bag,
I haven't been, but I can just grab them back out.
yeah,
Because I bought literally 10, 20
bushels.
things.
I'm not gonna worry too much. It's a one shot. I'm not worrying too much about that.
9 plus 14, so 25.
Yep, that hits. What is the absolute lowest you could
and
do?
I'm sorry, I meant to move my hunter's mark.
Are you going to do more
So
than
that's
2
a
damage?
D6, a D8. I think she rolls a D8.
Another D8. So that's. I rolled real shitty. 1 plus 2 is 3.
It's dead.
Plus 1 is 4
Plus
8.
8.
Cool. You needed 2. So
Oh my god.
con save.
That was
Do I have to? Am I within range of it? I was next to the top of the stairs.
It moved. It's since moved to attack her, so you're not in range.
Okay.
15 saves.
That,
You
You flew away.
Fuck off.
You flew the
Yeah,
fuck
you
off.
did.
You're right. You take 3 damage. And then Final Fantasy victory theme happens. You won. This floor is clear.
Can I walk up to Valda and say, I'm so sorry, and can cast Cure Wounds at what's the date? Third level?
I just kind of pat you as I'm feeling a little bit better and say, it's alright, I know you didn't mean it.
That's great. My dice hate healing people. So 3
Uh-huh.
plus 6,
Uh-huh.
so 9 plus 4
13.
plus what do I use? My
Your wisdom log.
Plus 2.
So 15. 15, I'll take it.
You can see at the top of the staircase, from here, you see daylight. So it appears that... Actually, would you see daylight? Does this come out in like a room? It comes out in a room, never mind. You don't see daylight. But there is a small room up there.
I'm gonna spend 3 side points to
How's
do
everyone
a
doing?
frozen sanctuary and give
Still
myself
hurt.
20 temp hit
Well, I'm
points.
fine.
Do we need to rest for a little bit?
I wouldn't mind it.
Do you need to rest, friend?
Sure, then I won't
Do
do
you
that.
need to rest? Okay.
So are you guys resting?
You're here to help, little friend. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on you at 3rd level.
I'm sitting on the ground
I
looking
think
at my
we're
singed
probably
fur.
going to take a short rest.
Short rest? Okay.
Oh, are we taking a short rest?
Are you guys going to?
That's
Maybe
what I
we
thought I
shouldn't.
just said.
I think maybe we shouldn't if there's hags in this place.
Okay.
Yeah,
Maybe we
I'm
Take-
fine.
clear them out. It's mostly just health at this point for me. But
18 plus 6 is 24 health.
plus 24 is 64. Yay, I'm only 30 down now. Thank you. Alright.
You guys spent some time on this floor. There are a couple of more...
I am doing that. Give myself
What weapons did they have, or did they disappear and
They
explode
had short swords.
Okay.
They're not magical. However, looking around on this floor, there is an armory. So let me roll magic item.
Doing good, I think.
That would be nice. I would like the smell of the autumn hayride. The candle we got during summer, but it's more appropriate.
When we were shopping in Cody got like a pine tree on
Magic
the sale
items.
section.
Yes.
And we waited until Christmas to light it.
Oh no,
We
yeah,
got
Spencer
it in
burned through those.
probably April.
Spencer and I burned through those
No.
cedar ones so fast. It smells like Christmas and nice. Kind of tea.
I just want bread.
Want to eat.
Always.
Let me
I'm
see.
probably gonna have to go to bed somewhat soon, so I'm probably gonna pull cards.
Well, it took us just under an hour to get here, so. Maybe
Yeah,
after
no, your thing clicks. You feel like it's been about an hour. You could probably pull it. Roll me. This doesn't have numbers on it. This bothers
Just
me.
declare all of the rest of the cards.
The rest of all of them, just all of them.
I say 16.
16!
Because I pulled 2.
Jeez, why
Oh,
is
yeah.
there
16!
no numbers on here?
I'm done!
The best part is if
Can I
I'm
grab Xanathar's
remembering
guide?
correctly,
It's over there.
right? With the way if I'm remembering how the deck works, you can draw a card and then wait up to a certain amount of time before drawing the next card you declared.
Oh.
However, if you wait outside that time limit,
They
all the
automatically.
cards you declared fly out and take effect simultaneously.
Yeah. So you decide how many you want to draw, but you don't need to draw them within that hour.
Ah.
Yeah, you don't need them all at the same time, so you can deal with things one at a time. But if you don't deal with it fast enough, they all happen at the same time.
What happened at the same time?
We're just talking about what can happen
What
with
page
the deck and
is the
things.
dang magic item table?
Get away.
I just don't know.
You don't know it exists.
Oh, flower.
Don't worry, I'll make
Magic
a pretty
item.
appearance soon.
I also couldn't find the lighter.
Yeah,
So maybe it was in this room.
it's definitely in here still.
Traps. Awarding magic items. There they are. Cool.
I'm a fool.
What'd you do?
I had them all lit, and then went to blow this out and blew out.
He just blew them all out.
Let me go.
No, I just need a place to put
This is
this.
so special.
Trash can?
Well, I like it's hot still, so.
Come on.
It's still paper.
Where's the actual-
You say it's putting it inside a tissue.
Here we go. Okay, cool. Nope, there's no numbers. I thought that there was like a number
I knew it
thing.
would be fun.
Taylor, our friends
In
are
the
special.
no, in the DMG
They're
is
special.
where there's the.
There's a table with actual
Allie knew
numbers.
that it would be okay.
Not be a
But
problem.
Can I grab the
Spencer literally
DMG?
said,
Or-
I don't want to put it on anything
Yep.
hot. And then stuck it into his girlfriend's hands.
I gave him an answer.
Age
He's
is
accepted
it?
what I gave him. There we go.
Smart boy.
Ow.
Do you
Treasure,
remember
133.
My husband almost knocked that entire entrance down.
Like on top of me. Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, that's why we had to change the seating around.
I know!
It's why we always have to sit
Yeah,
over
it's
here.
why I never get to fucking sit on the couch. Well, we were like, well, Eric will do the same thing Cody
Eric
just
did.
Oh, he did.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, if the table's too far out, we occasionally do because of how far the table's over.
We always have the table too far out because we need to.
All right,
sit-
roll me a D100.
Mm. All right.
You find an armory. You're gonna head on in there.
30.
30.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, that's 30. That's 30.
You find a thing, wherever the heck that is on here. I'll look it up on D&D Beyond rather than paper because who actually uses paper anymore?
What even is paper? I don't know what it is.
Flammable.
I know.
True that.
So
To
you
be fair,
find.
most things are flammable if you get hot enough.
If you try
I love how there is no picture for this.
I was definitely.
You find a rod with a flanged head. Looks a bit more pristine than everything else here.
So
I
bad.
don't know if it needs.
What?
Oh, it requires attunement.
He said,
So-
Well, I'm assuming all three of you have already reached your max attunement slots.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you sure you aren't full up on your
Yeah.
attunement? Are
I'm
you sure?
pretty sure.
Are you sure you aren't?
What is it? What did we get?
A rod?
You find a rod. It is a rod of alertness.
Cool.
While holding the rod, you have advantage on wisdom perception checks and rolls for initiative.
So should we take that short rest? It's like an attunement?
While holding the rod, you can use it. You can use an action to cast one of the following spells: Detect Evil and Good, Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Disease, or See Invisibility.
Oh, neat.
If you want to, sure, we should.
There are rooms on this level. Like, there are bedrooms on this level as well.
We should barricade ourselves in a room then.
I agree.
So just hanging out for a half hour.
Is there any kind of armor that's better than chainmail in here? That's not like decrepit. Not asking for magical.
Let's say there's some plate mail. Plate mail's better, right?
Fuck yeah, it is.
Yeah, there's some plate mail. Going for it. I need to pay you back for destroying all your
That's
shit
18,
first thing.
right?
Yes, 18.
18.
So yeah, you have a rod of alertness. As an action, you can plant that half of the rod on the ground, whereupon the rod's head shines bright light in a 60-foot radius and dim light for an additional 60. While in that bright light, you and any creature friendly to you get a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws and can sense the location of invisible hostile creatures that is also in the bright light. The rod's head stops glowing after the effect ends after 10 minutes, or when a creature uses an action to pull the rod from the ground. The property can't be used again until next dawn.
Oh, cool.
Is it on the back past page? No,
No.
that's a rod of absorption.
Flanged head and the following properties.
Another one, or is that the same
So
one?
you guys hole up inside of you guys hole up inside one of the bedrooms.
Yeah.
You guys want to roll stealth for me, or I mean, yeah, roll stealth for me. The hags wouldn't have come down after the battle because they would have been like, oh yeah, the
Can I cast Pass Without a Trace again?
sure.
Is that cocked?
No, doesn't
33.
30.
15. Oh, 25?
17 plus 10? 27.
Yeah. So you guys stay quiet. You like huddle up in a single room. You close the door. Like you're just relaxing, like relaxing as much as you can, knowing that there's hags on top of this tower. Wrapping up your wounds and whatnot.
I'm definitely gonna be using some hit points.
Yeah, I want to use some hit die as well.
Me as well.
You feel like it has absolutely been an hour since you pulled the card last.
Like maybe 2 hours. Let's see, what dice do I even have? Tens.
Can I look at them?
Look at what?
The cards?
You can. The only way to get them out of the deck is to declare that you're
I
drawing
don't know,
one.
I just want to look at the whole thing.
Sure.
The box. Guys, I want to pull another one.
Okay, give me 1 second.
But I don't.
Are we like in a bedroom?
Yeah, you're in a small bedroom. It's like the size of this room.
Alright, how nasty is the bed?
That's all.
Bird.
I'm, like, when you pull out the deck, I'm just going to point at myself and say, "Bird."
That's all.
How nasty is the bed?
These ones are slightly better, but like, the sheets probably haven't been washed in a really long time. You
Alright,
didn't.
Then instead of burrowing into the sheets, I dive under the bed and like just barely peek my head out to watch her as she's talking about drawing another card.
I like how you're just afraid of the deck now.
It fucking
Marcos.
permanently cursed me.
I want to let things randomly happen. I should go to bed, but I went to bed at midnight yesterday, so let's just see.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna...
I am not going to re-roll any bad ones. I would advise you to not pull literally the whole deck,
I'm not gonna pull
because I feel like that's going to be a bit much.
I'm not gonna pull it. First, Bird wanted one, so I'm gonna hold the deck up to him.
I want to pull 2 cards.
Okay, you declare 2 cards. You, not knowing what the hell this deck is, you just know that it's apparently magic
I wanted
from
to pull
one. You feel it as you reach out, wanting to know how much fortune you'd like, and you say 2 cards. And how much experience does it take to go from level 8 to level 9? Or level 9 to level 10?
I don't know.
Why does he gain a level?
He gains 10,000 experience.
I need
see
a player's
the
handbook.
clear one in there?
There's
But, yeah, but that would have been faster. Where the fuck is it? Is it
It's right in the beginning.
one more? 9 to 10. Oh, it's way more than
Yeah,
10,000.
it's like
16,000? 18,000.
yeah.
18,000?
16,000.
16,000.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that's enough. You get enough to level up. Just it's a one shot. Don't fucking care. You get enough to like gain a level. You just
So it's
feel.
a long rest.
You feel. Yeah, you still need to long rest before it happens, but you will have enough to gain a level in the event that we do in this one shot. So yeah, you just see there's this picture of like a happy clown like performing for an audience and looking at it. It's so the picture is so beautifully drawn that you feel the joy radiating through you. Like you've just gained a whole wealth of experience, and you feel like you could take some more cards if you wanted, like 2 of them, if you really wanted to.
In addition to the one you
In
still have to
addition,
draw.
in addition to the one you've already declared, you have the option, if you want to pick 2 more cards.
So I would be drawing 3 more cards.
You'd
Yeah.
be drawing 3 total.
3 total. No, you'd be drawing 4
4
total.
total.
He did this. Part of the effect for Jester.
Shit!
Part of the effect of Jester is you can draw 2 additional cards.
Sure.
But you're gonna do that? Okay.
I don't know.
Bird!
He's declared.
Well, to be fair, okay. So the first one, he feels like he gains power. He just feels this power welling up inside him. So it's this joy.
Now you know!
The second card he pulls, you see a beautiful picture of the moon over a lake, and it is just so tranquil. And looking at this picture, you feel like you understand something fundamental about the universe. Roll a D3 for me. What's a D?
D6.
D6.
It says D6. Yeah, just divide it in half.
I got a 1.
A 1? You could ask the universe for literally anything. Just once. If you would like to. Yeah, he has the ability to cast Wish once.
I wish for the ability to fly.
Just drops him like a wings of a bat.
The card dissolves and wraps around you, and let's say you get a flying speed equal to your walking speed. You just feel extra bones just burst out from your back magically through your clothes. It just works that way. And you have beautiful functioning wings behind you.
Bird.
That's all. I'm gonna start playing. But also 2 more cards.
So you've declared the 2 cards. You can choose to not draw them right now and have this hour. Have this next hour, or you can let them happen right now. What would Bird do? He just gained a level.
Yeah, he would take the 2 that were.
and just gotta ask a question from the universe. Okay, so you're getting 2 more. Alright. That one's already taken. Fucking...
Another good one.
How much EXP does it take to go from level 10 to level 11?
Way more.
Like 30,000 probably.
Okay.
Draw
That's
the gesture again.
Crazy.
Can you find... No, he drew the sun. So you look at this... I'm not going to give you another level, but the sun does have an extra ability. Where's the magic item table again?
So it's 64. It's
21,000.
21,000 experience.
21,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get another level because you get 50,000 experience.
Holy shit!
Wait, is that more than 1 level for him?
I'm checking.
I'm checking.
I really want this to culminate in something really terrible happening.
Yeah.
No.
So I do need to draw 1 more because it rolled the star a second time, which I'm like, she already got the star, so.
I go up.
He goes up to level 12.
Okay. You just, oh my god, there's just this beautiful scene of just magic, this bird, like, wings burst out of him, he's floating,
Like-
the energy is just...
And then I get killed.
Instant death.
Yeah, I need to draw you 1 more
I feel
card.
like
Well,
you
first off,
lived
also,
all your
where'd the
dreams.
magic item table go?
I feel like you're fine now.
Where's the wondrous magic item?
Also, the more good cards you draw.
More
Where,
bad cards.
where are the wondrous, wondrous magic items?
If we ever get a long rest, I go up. 3 levels.
Let me just,
Because it's not until I take a long
is it
rest.
on here?
The table.
It's got all of the magic items, and it'll say if they're wondrous or not. I
Oh,
believe.
okay. So yeah, you're gonna get a wondrous magic item. So, I think that was
Last rank?
30 something?
Druid.
Oh yeah.
So I could like transform into stuff to fly, but now I can actually just
Grassland,
fly.
no encounter. This is not what I want to be. Where is it?
It's all the way in the back.
God damn you. Nope. No,
Not all the way in
those
the
are a
back.
bunch of names. That is not,
Good Lord, you could have just used the table of contents.
fuck paper.
Oh.
Here we go. Magic items very rare. Let's see, what would be fun to give you? What would be fun to give you? What does a cubic gate do?
I have no.
Oh my god, I could just give you another deck of menus!
Fuck it.
No, I'm not gonna. We already have one. I'm not gonna do that.
The universe would implode.
You obtain some kind of thing.
I'm just gonna get smoked immediately.
I'm totally waiting for the next card to smite you. I still have not pulled it.
Oh my god.
What is the cubic gate? I'm very curious what this is.
Each of the sides brings you to 2 different planes of existence.
Yeah.
That's not gonna be fun for a one shot. You get Getting you a flying carpet would be really pointless right now.
Would be kind of funny though.
Or a robe of flying. Whoops.
Winged boots.
I think.
Flying.
Let me see what this does. Oh, robe. Do. Okay. And as you're floating, just the magic is just lifting you off the ground, flowing through you. It's so fucking beautiful. A robe materializes around you. It's a black robe with a bunch of like very large, very intricate pictures of stars on it.
Oh shit.
You got a robe of stars.
Does that require attunement?
I believe so. Maybe.
Oh, I
Yeah.
also forgot I have boots of elven kind that I should have had advantage on my stealths.
You guys were rolling like it's fine.
Robe of stars. Does it require attunement? Does it? Okay.
It does require
yeah,
attunement.
So I am not attuned to it right now.
I think you told you last time.
I
I just saw him go.
This is gonna be fun. Alright. The final card that you float back down to the ground. You just had this deeply spiritual adventure beyond your wildest imagination. And as you float down, your final card floats down into your hand as well. And you look at it, and it's the image of a skull.
I was about to make that joke.
And you look at it, and despite the fact that you just had the most wonderful experience in your entire life, this feeling of dread overcomes you. And the card starts smoking black, and it floats out of your hand, and the smoke forms from the card into just a skeletal body in a black robe. The card itself poofs out into a skull itself. An arm comes out of the cloud of smoke with a scythe, and we're going into battle with an avatar of death. What's your HP?
59, because I did level up to level 12.
You aren't level 12 yet. You have the potential to be level 12 if you live to see another day.
Oh my god.
So,
Roll initiative, I'm assuming?
yeah, everybody rolls initiative.
We got 21.
I got 21 too.
I'm so happy that you got
Me too!
a bad card. Everybody rolled 21?
No.
21, 21, then 9 and 9.
Okay.
Oh, one point my phone.
I did.
That's cool. If you die, I have reincarnate.
If you... It's attacking you.
die.
If you
If I
die.
die, I have
Nothing.
reincarnate.
Also, I mean, play your knowledge, but if you die to the avatar of death, you can't come back to life. So...
Oh.
You're done, kid.
You're done, kid. Oh yeah, no, I rolled that for it. So who's 21 and then
We got 21.
21 and 9s. Okay, the 21s.
Yeah, that's me. And him.
There is a giant floating skeleton monster in this very small room. Again, this room is about the size of this.
I'm gonna do a stealth roll and try and hide. I'm still.
You're already under the bed. Yeah, roll stuff for me.
Oh, that wasn't good. That's only 10.
Also, I'm going to
I
go
don't
ahead
know
and
this guy too much.
I'm going to go ahead and say that you already did your short rest. I'm going to give you that benefit. She
Okay.
didn't decide to pull the cards until just now.
All right.
I'm so happy. 'Cause that was just amazing.
That's my turn. I'm hiding under the bed.
So what are you doing?
I am going to do a couple Battle Master features here. Okay. I'm going to attempt to attack it.
How much hit points did you say you had also? Again?
Me?
Yeah.
59.
59. So that's... Yeah. Okay. Yeah? You're attacking it?
Hang on. Let me,
How big's this room?
Literally the size of this room we're in right now.
So I can't really like
130.
fly up to the ceiling and
Nope.
be away from the
Don't even have the chance to
Where'd the
enjoy your
DMG
flight.
go?
I really was like, he gets.
Did you take the DMG?
Yeah.
right here.
No, yeah, I really was like, it would just be so great if he gets all of this wonderful stuff and his final card kills him. To be fair, there are more certain death cards in this deck than the death card, ironically. So,
Okay, I'm going to action plant the Rod of Alertness. So right now we're going to be getting +1 AC and +1 to all our saves.
So
last
I only have a
10 minutes.
-1 bonus. save.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, because the Robe of the Stars was magically given to you, you are attuned to it.
Well, I'd have to lose attunement to something else.
Would you like to do that? I'm going to give you the option to do that if you want to attune to the Robe
What's
of
the
the Stars.
Robe of Stars do?
This black or dark blue robe is embroidered with small white silver stars. You gain a +1 bonus to saving throws while you wear it. 6 stars located on the robe's upper portion are particularly large. While wearing this robe, you can use an action to pull off one of the stars and use it to cast Magic Missile at 5th level. Daily at dusk, 1d6 stars, removed stars reappear on the robe. While you wear the robe, you can use an action to enter the astral plane along with everything you are wearing and carrying. You remain there until you use your action to return to the plane you are on. You reappear in the last space you occupied, or if that space is occupied, the nearest unoccupied space.
I'm going to switch my Cloak of Protection for
The Robe of Stars. Yeah.
So my AC
Yeah, because I'm like,
goes
you know,
down
fuck
by
it, it's
1.
magic. I'm gonna go ahead and say he has
But
it.
my saving throws don't change. My AC just goes down by 1.
Yeah.
You get a +1 to saving throws.
I know, so my saving throws don't change.
Oh, you had something else.
I had a Cloak of Protection.
But now you can cast Magic Missile and enter the astral plane. So,
Yeah.
5th level.
So 5, or is that 8 missiles?
8, because the base is 3.
anyway, so you planted the rod.
Yeah. Do you need this?
No.
I'm attempting to.
Right, that's 7 cards.
I'm going to action search,
Okay.
and then I'm going to, which sucks, 'cause it's immediately after a short rest, but still useful.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attempt to hit it.
Okay.
Let's see if I can. Oh, I do not. That's only a 7 + 9.
+9.
Yeah, so that's a 16.
16 to hit it. Does not hit.
Let's try it one more time. Oh, I just realized what he has to do. I doubt this is even worth it. That's, again, no, 7. That's the same exact fucking thing. You know?
Alright. What are the 9s doing?
I am going to spend an action to plant my Staff of the Woodlands and make it form a tree. Does it break through the ceiling? It creates a 60-foot tall tree with a 5-foot deep diameter trunk.
It's a very good question.
This is how we died. Spectre of Death and 2 hags.
What? Oh yeah, because the hags are up top.
I
What if
don't
you
know
get the hags
where
to
they
attack
are
the death?
around me.
Good
Will
point.
that break through the roof?
Roll.
Ready
Let's
to fix this tower.
let's see. Okay, roll me a D100, high or low. I'm just gonna roll. High or low?
Hi.
The tree smashes up, and the roots grow around the room instead. It does not burst through the stone. So,
But there's
sudden-
a tree in this room.
There is a tree. There is a large trunk on the side, and there is like leaves and stuff covering all. Like, it's basically the scene from where Groot saves everybody from Guardians of the Galaxy, except it's not nearly as safe as it was in that scene.
Now we're just in a very flammable room.
Yeah.
Oh god, we're in a flammable room! Okay.
Is that your action?
Yeah.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I'm going to summon my one of my spirit things. I just need to see which one is the one that I want. I'm not going to. No one was in front of my spirit thing. I'm going to summon my bear spirit, and each creature of my choice in the aura, which will be all of us, gets temporary hit points equal to 5 plus your druid level. You already have 10 hit points, but is my druid level technically 12?
No. You have not leveled up. You know what? This might be your last day on Earth. Yes, it's 12. For the sake of this...
I just don't have the health or the spells prepared.
Yeah, I'm just going to say it's 12 functionally. Yes.
So that's
17.
5 plus 12 is 17 hit points.
I love how the Deck of Many Things specifies that the Avatar of Death gives 0 experience points.
And
Like,
in
you live, you
addition,
don't get anything
You gain
from it.
advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws while in the aura.
Okay. So if
Cool.
I grapple.
That is my action and bonus action.
Cool. Catnip, what's going on?
Give it a shot. It's to save Bird. It's to save Bird.
I've known him for all of 1 hour, and we need to save his life.
Less than an hour, like 10 minutes.
That's how I feel
You
about
did
animals.
just see him have a gorgeously magical spiritual experience.
I did, and then right after, a giant skeleton monster with a scythe came out.
As a
Car,
bonus action,
fucking staying out of this shit.
I'm gonna cast
This is
Lightning
a
Arrow,
different spell than I think.
Okay.
and so I just make a regular attack.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the spell I thought it was.
Is your plan different?
Well, my plan
Shit, I
could still be the
lost
same, but I don't want to leave you all.
No, leave it.
That's
We're
only
just gonna go to the astral plane, so fuck us.
No.
Oh, I thought
Because
you
and
were.
when he leaves the astral plane, he comes back out on the same
That's true.
the same place he entered.
I have tree
19
strides
to
prepared.
hit.
Oh, that'd be cool. A 19 to hit.
Unless the episode
Misses.
that follows you wherever you
Okay.
go.
I'm gonna try again.
Yeah.
Look like a tree.
Just gonna say this is the deck of many things. I feel like it's just gonna follow you.
I don't know
19
how
again.
it works.
That
Yeah,
misses.
that's true.
So
That's
both
my turn.
both of you try and swing at this skeleton monster.
And I'm gonna
And
back up into a corner.
okay, you back up into a corner up against the bark of the tree that he just summoned. And as the skeleton monster avoids both of your attacks, its form like wisps about, and it splits into 2 more. So now there are 3 of them.
Oh no.
Have you guys ever read what the Avatar of Death does?
No, no.
Okay, yeah, there's 2 more of them now.
I can only imagine if you would try to attack it, it will hurt you or something like that. You'll become its target. Which I'm
No.
fine with.
So, player knowledge. You summon a Avatar of Death, a ghostly humanoid skeleton clad in a tattered black robe carrying a spectral scythe. It appears in a space of a GM's choice, blah, 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 blah. Oh. It should have warned... I might go back in time here.
Uh-huh.
It does specifically warn that it will fight him alone in single combat.
Oh, okay. Well,
So I'm going to go back in time and say none of that happened. Because that is a big thing.
if I just planting the rod still, will that still?
That would count as
aggro?
assisting him.
So that's still okay.
Basically, it warns you that it must be battled alone. The Avatar fights until you die or it drops to 0 hit points whereupon it disappears. If anyone tries to help you, the helper summons its own Avatar of Death.
Ah.
So help in general.
I'm not helping you.
Then I say.
You guys think about all these cool things you could do to save him, but then the weird spooky skeleton man says that he will fight me alone.
Then, with tears in my eyes, I say, you have to get out of here. You gotta fly, Bird.
Cool.
You gotta fly.
So I do what I did.
You do it, you summon the tree.
Okay.
Yep, and I summon the thing. I give everyone 10 hit points.
I
but-
open
Okay.
the door.
Sorry I'm retconning so much
Can't
things.
open the door. It's covered in wood.
No, on my turn. That
I have
okay.
my little thing that rolls the deck for me simply has an Avatar of Death appears, which I pulled up the stat block, but I
So
didn't
for
read it.
my action, I'm gonna pull another card.
You're gonna oh my god! No! Just one card?
I'll say 2.
You
okay.
rolled to lose 2 friends today.
I mean, she can't pull death again.
But we
I mean,
gained a
this
castle.
game did, but it,
I like how Dren's like, but castle.
what? So what's your alignment again?
Oh, chaotic good.
Okay, so you're now lawful evil. As you pull the scales,
You see this mouse
card of
with
scales,
this
and you're like,
disgusting-
you realize that you can't help him, and you look at this picture of the scales, and you're like reevaluating everything you've ever thought
And then I
about
say,
yourself.
But I can help the death god.
You're not chaotic.
You're
evil,
lawful evil. You're lawful evil because you are
Which
now.
is really the best kind of evil.
Yeah, it's
It's the most cooperative with us at this point in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably on board with not helping the bird stave off the avatar of death. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's what. So you
my
pull.
first
That's your
turn.
first one, and then the second one because it pulled
Is
death
it an
again.
action for each one?
No, you
No.
just say how many are pulled.
You just say how many you're pulling. Okay. So I need the magic item table again. You pull a card. The second card that you have is it shows a large key, and you feel like, especially now that you're a little bit more attuned to your, like, let's say, pragmatic side, that limitless potential is available to you through violence. Let's see what magical rare weapon appears in your hands.
+3 crossbow.
I want to go ahead and say that, huh?
Just a +3 crossbow.
You get a +3 crossbow. I'm just gonna go ahead and say yeah.
It's one better than what I had.
What kind of trees were in the area surrounding here?
Yeah, no, the Fey magic was fading. It's going back to normal. Let's say pine trees.
And the tree I made with the staff of woodlands was a pine tree.
Cool. Anyway, so yeah, you used your action. You pulled those cards. So you are now lawful evil, and you have a +3 crossbow. So
That's still workable.
Avatar of Death's turn.
Cool.
So if your alignment is neutral, does it just stay neutral?
Yeah, if your alignment is true neutral, that card does nothing.
Okay. So I go from category.
Yeah, essentially, that would be so weird.
So it crit.
Oh my god! No! Burn!
So
so
let's see if I got some reaction.
so it's going to deal that's 8, 9, 10, 11 that is 18 slashing damage
Okay.
plus 8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
So that is a total of 26 damage?
Okay. So I take 9 damage.
Yes.
Because I had 17 points.
So that's what the Avatar of Death does.
Cool.
Top of the initiative, it's back to you two.
Yeah, I'm making sure the door is still open because I don't know what his plan is.
I run over
I'm
to her.
assuming you did not plant the tree directly in front of
No.
Okay, cool. There's probably branches and stuff in the way of the door now, but like it's not the trunk, so you can easily just like push them out of the way.
I fly over and land on her head.
Yeah, I just make sure that the door is open because I have no idea what his plan is, and I just told him to run.
And then protectively wrap my tail around her neck.
9s.
I'm so sorry. And I cast Tree Stride, and I go through the pine tree, and I warp 500 feet away to another pine tree in the area.
Okay, you do that.
That's my turn.
Oh, that voice.
That's the voice of economics.
What am I lawful to?
Yourself.
Your own ideals.
Your oaths and your own ideals and laws that you follow.
If you ever-
This is great with the character.
You're just a lot more selfish now. Yeah,
Yeah, but you still have rules and things you won't go, like, you won't, I don't know how to explain it.
Anyway, as he tree strides, he disappears. There's a portal. His face turns, and he just fades through the wall, and is just floating off in a direction.
been running for a long time.
Oh boy.
Hey, so to our new lawful evil person. On the bright side, his cool magic staff is still here.
Oh, I'll take it.
It's a tree, but I mean, it theoretically cannot be a tree. So I think, right? That turns back, right?
Yeah, because the staff turns into a tree, I think.
Nope, she doesn't know the command word.
Oh,
It stays a tree.
did you speak it? Did you speak
Well,
it?
it says while touching the tree and using another action to speak.
Is it the command word or is it a different command?
No, it says you can use an action to plant one end of the staff. Oh, actually, I couldn't have technically done that.
Oh,
I
you're
actually couldn't have done that.
I also feel it would be helpful to retcon this because then it keeps the party together. Even if you are fighting the Avatar of Death in single combat, either way, it's going to get you out of the campaign
Yeah,
if you
I
die.
would have been able to do something on my turn then. The first turn, like, to attack him, which kind of sucks.
What is it?
It needs to be put into Earth.
Yeah, there's no
Not
earth
at
here.
all.
So roll 2 attacks. So that didn't happen. You're thinking of you're thinking in your mind the perfect escape plan, and then you realize that's totally not going to work.
So I'm gonna take one of the stars and hit him with an 8th level or a 5th level
Magic missile.
He goes to plant his staff in there and it pings off the stone. Oh, shit.
So I need to do.
He's a hermit. He's not used to stone.
I need to do 2.
He's never tried to use it in
Just
stone
do 2
before.
days.
Yeah. Either way, you would have been out of the campaign. So
You might beat the Avatar of Death.
yeah, it only has half your hit point maximum.
As what?
Half your hit point maximum.
Oh.
So,
11.
player knowledge. But.
11.
And magic missile can't miss.
Yeah. It's the
11,
best spell to use against.
17.
I was waiting for your turn to go, but it's immune to force damage.
It's immune to a lot of
19,
conditions.
20, 28 force damage.
28 force damage? So you see this Avatar of Death and you scream, you chuck the star at it, and the light blares right into it, and it melts into nothingness. It had 24 hit points.
Oh,
It has
shit.
half your maximum hit points.
No, it should have had more than that. 20. I had 59 health.
So it should have had 29.
29. Whatever, how many did...
But he did over.
28.
You did 28!
But then it crits me, and then I throw another one at it,
And it dies.
and it dies.
Yeah.
You were okay, so it was significantly less scary. The damage did happen, so we don't need to
Yeah.
retcon the damage. But, okay, that happened.
Oh, bird.
He can fly now!
So sorry. Catnip, are you okay? What did you draw?
The cards have dissolved into magic since then.
What did you draw? I saw
Nothing.
you draw something.
I have matters to deal with, though.
There is this point where you could theoretically just steal the deck. I mean, you could just not give anybody the deck.
I have it.
Yeah.
And by matters, you mean.
There's many things to unravel.
I will say you probably feel like, you know, this tower came from your deck. So, like, sure, she drew the card, but it also should be your tower. Because, like, it was your deck that made the tower appear.
This is a true PvP session.
I want to do my best to try and give reasons for you guys not to split up.
Well,
Also,
I think
Taylor
it's
just
more
wants
of
to
the
go.
time
go to bed.
issue.
Yeah.
She needs
Oh,
to
yeah,
go
she
to
has more- yeah.
bed.
You just ditch everybody.
I'll give you a hug
Do you
if
wanna
you
draw
want
a
it or
card?
not. I'll shake my head.
Good things just happened to him. And me.
And
Good-
quite bad things have happened
Look
to
what
me.
I got! I pull out the bow.
Crossbow.
Oh, is that what you got?
Mm-hmm.
Look what I got.
At my wings.
I laugh and shake my head.
He seems very powerful.
Oh my god, are you doing it?
I'm rolling to see if he would.
Only bad things have happened to you specifically.
I know.
You've only drawn
You are
one.
chaotic good, though.
Technically,
Yeah,
only bad
neutral.
things have
Yeah,
happened to
neutral.
me
I'm kidding.
because this
Nothing-
castle isn't mine yet.
Yeah, good point. But I mean, like, you're well on your way.
I'll draw again. What? I just shrug and with my weird cat shoulders.
Oh, Dren.
It's like, fuck it. And I'll slap my paw and draw another one.
You're just saying one?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is how I go out.
I just need a long rest and I'm level 12.
You're not gonna get a long rest.
You pull a card, and you look at it.
It's a card.
It sure is a card. It's weird because, like, as far as you can tell, all the other cards have been, like, drawings of... I mean, granted, the tower card was a picture of this tower. But most of the other things have been, like, the sun, the moon, the
Kinda like a tarot
stars.
card.
It's been, like, relatively symbolic stuff. Like, even the tower's kind of symbolic, even though it's a real thing. This card has Crowin on it. And he is staring, like, very angrily at an image of you. Like he's
When you
like
get
about to
sequestered.
cast. Can you feel like it disturbs you a little bit. You're like, what? And then the card dissolves.
Oh man.
That's
I know a lot about the deck of things. I know what that
What just happened?
does. The card takes a random NPC and turns them against you.
yeah.
So in this case, Crone is now my enemy.
Like he wasn't before.
You get sequestered.
Fucking hilarious.
So
I'll never go back there.
so that happened.
I already got my crest.
Only bad things.
I'm gonna wait here.
Okay. I don't blame you, little catnip.
We come back. There's just a deck on the ground. It's just gone.
I mean, that's what happens when you draw the dungeon card. So
Yeah, I'm gonna sit there for an hour and wait to pull another card.
all right.
So we're gonna go up to the hags.
Yeah.
Anyone else have objections, or they want to hang out
Jesus
more?
Christ, these don't deserve to.
So, meta knowledge then, if they do end up wanting to continue past the hags, am I okay to say they come back and find nothing but the deck on the ground?
Sure.
I will
Would
just
you
say
have kept pulling.
think
Yeah.
probably
Until something
after the
bad happens.
hags, we'll
Just
just
Yeah.
call it because it's going to be like almost midnight.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Okay.
I don't care. I've had fun. That was a great
No,
series
yeah.
of pulls.
Yvolda would not want to draw more from the deck, and she would just claim this castle as it would be Castle Catnip if Catnip is no longer there in her honor. In a hilarious.
In her
way.
honor, that you are unaware does not exist anymore.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm unaware, but she was my friend. Yeah, let's go heal some barks and hags, guys.
I do love how like you were trying to desperately get away from the Avatar of Death, and it just takes 2 hits to kill it.
Well, I mean,
What's its AC?
Its AC is 20.
Yeah, that's a problem.
if I
It
didn't,
didn't have the
well, no,
rogue.
because actually
That's
all my
crazy,
spells
because I
are
was
like
rolling
DCs.
So good,
Yeah.
and like obviously I wouldn't have kept fighting it, but after
I was-
knew that
I
it might
was
have
kind
gotten
of-
my own, but
I'm sad I didn't realize he should have said single combat first. Because I do love the whole idea of like, oh, if someone tries to help, another one shows up.
Yeah. No.
That can get out of hand real quick.
Definitely.
And I was like, okay, at least one of them is being a coward and not attacking it.
It would. Yeah, it would just be so much worse if you're higher levels too.
Yeah.
Or if it's like it was fucking me that pulled it, like half of
I
me
mean,
for.
well, the AC is still static, so even at higher levels, if you have a better,
It'd be better at low. It would be worse at lower levels.
Yeah.
because then you
Still
have
hits
no
hard.
chance of getting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cannot pull this.
Are you having trouble pulling out again?
Yeah.
Got it.
But their powers combined.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
That's really
So
hard.
you guys finish up that harrowing experience. You are 2 charges down on your row of stars.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't use my action surge.
Yeah,
Right.
you didn't use.
No,
Yeah.
you didn't use that.
You all thought about it. There have been several moments in this night where you've thought about doing some really cool things and then realized you didn't need to.
I just
Good
realized I
night.
don't have to talk in a tiny voice.
It was the most adorable thing, though.
You have to in your house.
Yes.
We have to win a house.
Castle.
Yeah.
A castle.
Well, keep, but yeah.
Yeah, it's a
You
castle
have
to
to
me.
keep it keep.
Yeah, keep.
In
Yeah.
Sylvan, in a skeleton
I
voice,
do-
you need
I-
to defend the keep.
I do love that the one thing you wished for was wings.
That was so precious. Too precious.
I was like, I don't know this
For this
character enough for
world.
this, and I'm just
But he's
like,
a Kenku.
wait, he's a Kenku.
He wants to fly. It also is like, and you're not friends with him enough to want to
I don't
wish.
even know he's cursed.
He now has 2 things that can only be undone by a wish spell. You have to wish that Crowan's your friend again, and you have to wish that the
we
curse.
can avoid Crowan.
The thing is, you don't necessarily like. You know, it's an image of Crowan.
I can assume something bad happened,
You can assume something bad happened.
given my experience with this deck.
Oh my god, you come back and he's slaughtered all the Tressums in the
Oh,
in the
no.
tower.
Okay, he's my enemy.
I
I would have adopted him, you fiend. Yeah, I would have killed him.
don't know if he'd destroy all of them, maybe just you. Maybe he's like really annoyed at you.
Well, yeah, it'd be him specifically. It
Yeah.
wouldn't be like all Tressums. Like, if a half-elf drew that card, it's not like that person's gonna hate all half-elves.
That's what you think.
That's not how my deck of many things works.
It
Um,
only operates on genocide.
Oh.
Let's go.
I was gonna say, are we good? Do we want to wait anymore? Or do we just go?
I'm okay to go. I mean, I have no way of communicating that though, except for I think someone said I'm okay. That I would repeat that.
Okay.
I don't know how you kept up with the notes. Like, I've been trying, but I feel like I'm just writing stuff the entire time rather than
the notes for
yeah,
for the Kenku.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how I did it either. I'm gonna try and do it again tomorrow.
Oh, is that Adventures League?
Yeah,
Oh,
Adventures
cool.
League is tomorrow, so
Very cool.
I'm gonna try it. I've never done it before, so I just kind of want to. I wouldn't want to get invested in another group, but I like the idea of
Just being able to go play.
yeah, and the idea of just my character going and meeting a bunch of other people,
Yeah.
and then especially if I'm recording it, and it's like I have a consistent story for them specifically.
Yeah.
So I need to get good about that.
Good.
We carefully head up the stairs.
Carefully up the stairs.
Yes.
Stealth.
I'll cast Pass Without a Trace. Or I think I already did that in less than an hour.
Oh, then you good.
Or no, we rested, so I would do it before we left the room.
Okay.
27.
27.
And I got my Boots of Elvenkind, since it's to move quietly. I'm going to have advantage. I should do this to you. Those to you, I realize. 34.
21.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think that they're going to.
The fact that the staff can cast that for free is kind of crazy.
Is there any amount, restricting it?
No,
that.
it's just you can cast it for free with, as an action, you can cast it without using any charges.
Wow. He gave that to his cleric hunter campaign.
I thought it was fitting.
Yeah, it works.
Oh, totally.
Also, we're gonna have awakened pets now. That's our goal, remember? Because we named ourselves the Menagerie specifically for that purpose. Have all pets.
So you guys make your way up the staircase. You poke your heads out, and you see the 2 hags. They're like conducting some kind of seance. There's like a circle.
Before we flip this battle, I need to pee.
Okay, you do that.
Yeah, oh, it's been a minute, never mind. I can't use my spirit totem anymore. Oh well, it survived, made me only take 9 damage from an avatar of death, so I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, we peek out and see the hags?
Yeah,
I
they're.
wanna do
They,
something.
huh?
I said I want to do something.
What's the thing?
I'm going to do summon an earth elemental 120 feet above one of the hags.
We can still do that.
All right. First, everybody, roll me initiative.
Perfect. It's 5.
11.
Okay.
I knew you were gonna do that. I'm gonna hold my action till things happen.
Okay, so you have 5.
I rolling.
9.
5, 9, and
I'll lay up and
11. Alright, cool. I'm gonna give you guys a surprise round, though, because you guys were incredibly stealthy, and it's been like an hour. So even if they would have heard all of the creatures exploding down there, they probably, just, yeah.
So I'm going to spend a 4th level spell slot to cast Call Lightning. Pointed, where are they? Are they like grouped together? Or what?
Yeah, they're grouped together, so imagine,
Because there's 3 or 2.
there's 2.
So
You would come out in a room. There's a room on the top, and there's a door. The door leads out.
So we're like
and you
peeking out
poke
the
your
door, right?
yeah, you're peeking out the door. Door's right here. The hags are at the tip of the keep over here, so you can kind of see them around
Cool.
this armory building.
This has a 120-foot range, so I'm going to cast a point within 5 feet of both of them.
Yeah, they're together. So
And I need a dex save.
a dex save from the both of them.
From it, you choose a point, and any creature within 5 feet of that point makes a saving throw.
Cool. So that is a 17 and an 11.
They both fail.
Okay.
So they're taking 4d10 of lightning damage.
Okay. That's a lot
That
of
could have been
damage.
a lot better.
That's a lot of damage.
Well, 17
But
lightning
you said this is
damage
an outside terrace, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
17 lightning damage
Yeah.
to
Is
the
there like a small fence or something?
Because it wasn't stormy outside, was it?
No.
No, I'm concentrating on this spell.
Okay. So they both have. They both have that much. Okay.
I'm so excited.
Cool, cool.
for those.
So that was that. They both like shriek out in agony as the lightning comes down and fries them. What's our cat friend doing?
I'm holding my action to dash after something lands on top of them.
Well, I'm not gonna do that anymore because he alerted them to our presence.
Ah.
So they'll probably move by the time it lands on them.
Well, you could still, bring one there.
I was gonna do something else. So they're out on a terrace. Is there like a fence or some sort of barrier around
Yeah.
on the edge? How tall is that?
Is it
Like waist height?
like this tall?
So theoretically, if they were pushed against it, they could flip off of it.
Theoretically.
Might make this work. And that's a cut us off. Never mind. I won't do that. They're looking hurt, but not like super bad.
No, not super bad at all. Like, for people who just got struck by lightning, they don't look that bad.
I'll try something else.
They shriek out in agony, but then it transitions into like
Anger?
mad, evil cackling.
Okay. How close are they together? Are they fairly close?
Yeah, they're like 5 feet apart.
Okay. I'm gonna look at them. And I'm gonna spend 7 side points to Thunderclap. I need con saves.
Thematic.
Alright, that is a 17 and a 22.
They both save, so they take half damage. They aren't stunned.
Oh.
I took 7 of your side points. How many of those do you got?
A lot. My max is 57. But this does 8d6 thunder damage, and if they fail their saves, they are stunned until the end of my next turn. But anyway, it's not a bad roll. That's 17. 32, so they take half of that.
So that's
16.
16 each. Alright.
That's my turn.
Alright. That they aren't having a great day.
Good. I followed along, so now they probably think that was you as well. Because you called down the lightning and then they were hit with thunder.
Yeah. And that is your turn now.
Cool.
By the way, you would have gone before he did.
Yeah.
But you're holding it.
I
So,
did something, so there you go.
um,
How far away are they from me?
so let's say like, let's say they're like 30 feet from the room to their terrace, probably.
I will move up directly to them.
Cool.
Action. Plant the rod.
And that does not need to be in dirt. It just is. It just exists, right?
Yeah. Now, those that are within 60 feet of it that are allies get +1 to AC, +1 to saves, and can sense invisible creatures within the bright light.
Convenient because they do have the ability to do that, but I
Yes.
guess they're not going to now. So,
Yes. And then now I will action surge.
they both have taken the same amount of damage. So,
Mhm. Let's see. Let's go for lefty.
lefty, or let's call that hag one.
Hag 1. I will attack for once. Let's see. That's going to be a 20 to hit.
20 to hit.
Yeah.
I believe that does hit.
Okay. At this point, would it be good for you to hit her again with an action attack? Can you do that?
Is it just an attack? Or...
Choose a friend you can see or who you expect. Friend use reaction to attack.
no.
Okay. What about you? Can you do? God, half of these things are terrible now because.
Yeah, they were able to.
Oh. You know, I will do a goading attack. So, where's my dice? There it is. I'm gonna need her to make a wisdom save.
Okay. That is 16.
Okay. Oh, she doesn't save. So she has disadvantage on all attacks versus
Save
targets
like-
other than me until the end of my next turn.
Age of
Okay.
development for Kinkus. Kinkus are actually a bit taller than I thought. Like, you could
So,
add 16 inches to
15.
4'4" at max for just the random height. So that'd be like 5'8". That'd be like my height if they were a tall Kenku.
20 damage.
20 damage. Okay.
And then you said they were right next to each other, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna hit the other one too.
Okay.
Or try to at least. Ooh, I don't think I do. With a 12?
Nope.
Yeah. I know.
She like parries with a cane.
Yeah, that's fair. That's my turn.
All right. And the cat already went. So hags are gonna do a thing.
So
the spell
this is
is
after the surprise round. The hags go first.
Yes.
Okay.
We all rolled terribly.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair. I just wanted to make sure. You could have rolled worse.
Oh dang! Well, all 3 members of the hag come in, and I only made 2 of them. God damn it!
I know, I was surprised.
That's
Yeah.
why I was like, I thought there were 3.
Yeah, well, because when I put it in D&D Beyond that there were 2, and we already. Oh god, but
A
there
hag
is.
coven makes the CR like 11 or something stupid like that. It bumps the CR up by like 7 levels. It's
Yeah,
really
maybe
bad.
the other one got left behind in the Feywild when the castle got called out of existence.
That was also the other reason why I did the rod, was because I wasn't thinking maybe she's invisible nearby.
Yeah. No, it already is like hard level according to my encounter builder, so I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fuck with that.
Yeah.
Also lost one of our party members.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm both of the hags are going to try and slice at you with their claws. So that is, one of them is going to be a 14 to hit.
Nope.
One of them is going to be a 19 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, neither of them hit. So they both try and slash at you, and that's the thing that happens. Yeah.
And is it my turn again? No,
It
you.
is Burb's turn.
I am going to choose a point that is 5 feet away from both the hags, but not her.
Okay.
And I need next hit again. As I bring
Okay.
down the lightning.
So, hag number 1 is dex save. That is a 7. Nope. Hag number 2 is a 18.
Me.
Okay.
Wow.
So 1 just takes full damage.
7, 21, and then halved for the one that saved, so 10 for the other.
Okay. So. Okay, yeah, 21. That hag is not doing great. The other one is alright.
He's alright.
That's my turn.
That's your
As
turn.
I fly up
That'll be
a
right.
little bit. I fly in the air as I'm just like. But I don't know.
You
what
didn't
the
have the
line-
alignment switch. You're
No.
okay.
I'm just flying and I'm like to the clouds. Asking,
Bird!
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 That's all.
Bird!
That's all.
Yeah,
I meow happily.
oh gosh.
It's back to your turn.
Alright, then I will swing away.
Go for it. Though. Yeah.
Hag 1. It's going to be a 21.
That hits.
Let's see, will I be doing a thing?
How much lightning damage did you do again?
21 and then 10 to the one that saved.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I messed that. I just didn't write that down correctly.
Yeah, I'm gonna expend another die.
Cool. The hag number 1 looks really bad because she just got zapped with lightning.
Then I will not expend it on this one. So just damage. Ooh, nice. That's gonna be 12.
You chop her head off.
Then I step forward and I attack the other one.
Yep. Go for it.
Ah! God damn it. 11!
11. That doesn't hit.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
Arcato's turn.
There's one more hag left.
Yes.
How's she looking?
She's looking okay. Like, I mean, bad because she got zapped by lightning twice, but I mean, for a lady who's gotten zapped by lightning twice, pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm super low. Wait, my max health is only 1. I'm at full. I'm actually great, guys. It's fine.
I'm spending 7 side points to light her on fire. Give me a con save.
I was gonna light her on fire.
Alright.
I set that
That's
bitch
a
on
16.
Fire. It just
fails!
lit on fire.
She's gonna take 7d10 fire damage.
7d10 fire damage.
She's
Alright.
on fire, and now at the start of each of her turns, at the end of each of her turns, she'll take an extra 1d6 fire damage.
Sounds good.
Until
Sounds
the end of my
good.
concentration, which is for a minute.
Sounds good.
So that's 10, 16, 18.
18.
Good. 26.
26.
26 fire damage.
Alright.
She's on fire.
Okay, she is on fire. Cool.
That's my
Cool.
turn.
Hot, hot, hot.
She wails, and you're flying, right?
I'm not. No, I'm back. I'm on her head.
I'm
Right.
flying.
She's gonna slash at you because
Okay.
I've been slashing at her all night.
This cat's been looking at her funny.
Yeah, really. She's a fae. She probably gets it. There's probably weirder shit in the Feywild than a flying cat that can cast magic.
That's true.
So that's
He has
going
no
to,
idea.
that's going to be a 17 plus to hit. That is a
Plus.
23 to hit.
Yes.
Um,
And he's dead.
yeah. So that is
Concentration save.
that
minus
is
1 because you
9.
Did you add one to your
13.
Yeah, it's
13 damage.
Okay, I still have my
And
10
she's-
hit points. So half
Oh,
that.
you don't
I'm gonna
have
be at
10
10.
anymore.
She's no longer on fire.
Oh.
I broke my concentration.
Okay. And that's her turn. Back at the top of the initiative is Bird. Or rather, she was the top of the initiative.
Of the
Dex
PCs.
save, please.
Dex save. She crit fails.
Hey!
Cool. So that's
Holy shit, that's a 10.
15 plus 8 is 23 damage.
Yeah, so she turns to ash. The lightning strikes down on her, and she screams, and you just watch her form just separate into ashes and blow away.
I say in the skeleton, the Darkling's voice, in Sylvan, we need to defend the keep.
I immediately grab you and I'm like, are you okay?
No.
Okay.
I look fine.
Okay.
I'm slightly less cold.
Okay. Put your back on that. I'm like, Bird, are you fine? Bird!
You're just doing loop-de-loops.
Yeah, I'm literally just flying around as the storm starts to dissipate.
Does it feel like it's mine?
Feels like it. I mean, it's felt like it was yours for the entire time you were in here.
I say, good job, little catnip. Giving you a thumbs up.
Let's go find catnip. Oh god. Go downstairs.
You go downstairs, and okay. For the sake of plot convenience,
Are you
Yes.
gonna pull cards for her just to see what
no, because I know I need one of the two bad cards to happen. So, someone flip a coin for me. Heads or
happens?
tails?
Right here.
Okay.
What are we calling something first?
Heads is the void. Tails is dungeon.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Tails. Dungeon.
Dungeon. Okay.
What does that one do?
So you go back to the door where Catnip is, and there is just all of her belongings, like her clothes, her items, the deck of many things, just laying there among them all. She's just gone.
Oh, catnip.
You have no idea what happened, but seeing the shit that the deck could do, you have an idea of what
Probably
maybe
bad.
happened. Probably wasn't good.
So, should we see what kind of dungeon this thing has to maybe bury this and never talk of it again?
Indeed.
Let's.
I'll pick up the deck.
I mean, he's only had good experiences with it.
And then the Avatar of
But
Death.
the Avatar of Death was a bitch, so I mean, like, you're good.
Yeah. That's a bitch. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
tossed 2 magic missiles at it and it died.
5th level. I would not have been able to cast 2 magic missiles at 5th level without the cloak.
Which you got from the deck, so I mean, but I mean, you can fly now, so like, what else in the world do you need?
Yeah.
Seriously.
The-
I can sleep happily with my wings.
Yeah, figure out how those work.
Weird Kenku Aarakocra.
you an Aarakocra now?
Am I already old?
Imagine if you. That's the other thing you
It
could have
just
wished.
changes your race.
That's the other thing you could have wished back. Instead of the wings, you could have wished back their ability to talk.
Well, they desire flight more than
Anything else?
yeah. Like the one thing is they desire. I mean, if I wasn't being selfish, which I don't know about this character, could have been to right that wrong that happened that cursed his race.
The entirety of that.
Yeah, but like.
But no more
You
so.
had
I want
you
to
if
fly.
this was in the moment like
Get God curse your race. You might not be able to
Yeah.
undo that with a wish.
Yeah, I don't know.
It depends on him.
Yeah. Anyway though,
I feel like it was just like
So we'll be going
I
down
wish
the
I could
spiral
fly.
staircase?
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
dungeon?
Yeah.
you go down to downstairs. There's a. It's not a dungeon. There's a cellar.
Ah, lovely.
But yeah.
Yes. If there's any way to magically protect this, I would wish that upon this.
Lester.
Yeah.
You could ask Krellin. You didn't see the card.
Right. But
Would
you tell me about that?
I probably would have told you about the
Yeah.
card, yeah.
I'll go see Crowin.
Fair enough.
That fucking cat around.
I am going
No,
to.
he's dead.
I'm going to sigh and say, 3 for 3.
Oh my
what's
God!
more?
You're gonna do it?
Yeah.
You guys are just like hanging. So it's been an hour because you guys are like, okay, how are we gonna dig the hole in this in this like room in order to? What are you doing?
I have a shovel. It's part of my stuff.
Both of those we already pulled.
You have to get to the stone first.
Well, if it's a cellar, it could have been a dirt floor cellar.
What do you do?
You pull You pull a card, and there's an image of 3 women all together with like
No, you summon a coven of hags.
like there's an image of 3 women holding together holding a thread, and like examining
It's the
it.
fates.
You feel
You got
the
fates.
entirety of time and space before you, and feel like with your limited power, you can reach out and touch and change something. Anything that's happened up until now is yours to erase from existence.
God, I've been cursed twice.
No, you can erase the concept of us dealing with this.
Then we lose this. I don't fly anymore.
That's fucking true.
Like good stuff happens.
You never met me.
Yeah.
No, but you look really happy.
And he knows how. what
You
it means
can
to
just
fly.
erase. I mean, if it was me, I would say the -2 to all saving throws is the thing I'd want to erase the
No, that's
most.
true.
Like
But also,
The whole
catnip is gone.
true, and you didn't know that she was evil.
Yeah.
So I mean.
But this would also fix that.
Reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase one event as if it never happened. You can use the card's magic as soon as you draw the card or at any other time before you die.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So you can
He
think.
lives out his life with his dying breath. Goes back to before they found the deck.
I don't go back to it, I just erase the event.
Your life would change completely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I wouldn't relive anything. I'll keep hold of that for now. Who knows what I'll use it on.
I just see paws coming out. Okay, come on,
God damn it, Harry.
I'll hold on to that for now.
Hold on to that for now.
We'll see if Crowan becomes an issue.
Yeah.
Chrome becomes an issue, or your -2 to all saves becomes an issue.
That's less of an issue, because that can be offset with like magic and shit.
Yeah, but I mean, the Crowan thing can be offset by like you never seeing him again or
Unless
shit.
he tries to hunt me down and murder me.
Yeah, I guess, he's a wizard. She's punch those in the face and they're fine.
The next feat I get, fucking Mage Slayer. I'll defend my cat, goddammit.
She'll punch Crowan in the face. Leave him the fuck alone.
And that wraps up this story. Before you make sure that within the next hour you bury that thing before anybody has a chance to draw another card.
Yeah, and this catnip keep is inviting to all creatures.
Except hags
as long
and
as they wish
quick
no
ones.
harm.
Yeah.
It's the Doolittle.
And we're done.
Yay.
That went a lot better than I thought it could. Than I like. thought
I
it could
got
have.
so fucking lucky.
You did. I was so happy. I'm like, this has to end with a bad card. I can't just have him draw. You become level 12 and get all these magic items and the ability to wish for anything in existence.
Christ.
The funny thing is right before you said that the card had a skull on it, I was about to make a joke about what? Does that have a skull on it or something?
Well, we pulled the 3 and I turned to Allie. I was like, and now I get smite.
Absolutely. I was thinking the entire time that
But it really
universe was
is.
gonna write itself.
It really is. There would have been worse ones. Like, it would have been a lot funnier if, like, all of these things had happened, and then your soul gets sucked out.
Yeah.
And then you just
Or
fall
you
out
pull
of
the
the
card
ground.
where now you've made an enemy of a demon.
Yeah.
It'll relentlessly hunt you down.
Yeah, that one probably would be. That one would be a lot more annoying than the Crowan hating you one.
That was fun.
That was great. I had fun.
That was fun.